Sorry about that, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Sorry for the delay. I had my cat up um, on my desk. He was going to stay, but then he didn't stay. He left. So sorry about the delay there, guys. I'm like trying to get the cat hair off the side of the desk now. But if you're new to the channel, my name's Tanya or Titanium Built, and we have animals on this channel nowadays. So that's what we do around here. I also just realized I forgot something. So hold on one second, guys. Sorry, one second. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You're like, why are we even bothering with this girl? She done put us on hold and then she put us on hold again. But I forgot my earrings. I know that's so stupid and trivial, especially because we talk about true crime on the channel. But you know, when you have like you wear something like I don't know, the same thing every day, you kind of have to have it on. So I left it in the other room. But welcome in, everybody. I'm just getting my earrings, so don't bother me and don't bother me any, okay? So sorry. So sorry. But we're here now. So yeah, like I said, my name's Tanya or Titanium Built. If you do appreciate the coverage, content coverage, whenever we get into it, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button and all the buttons. And we do have the dogs here tonight. I think we got both of them. Yep. There's the brown one. She's hidden, but she's there. And the cat left. So you got us tonight. I've been going down a rabbit hole all day today. I don't know if you guys have been listening in on stuff with the Sebastian Rogers case or not, but let me know if you guys have been. Ooh, because it's been crazy. I've got so many tabs open, guys. It's insane. Hey, Pooh Bear. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Catherine. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Judy. Weather's good, Pooh Bear. 67. Oh, it's cool here. It was like 66 today here in Ohio. I was like, wow. Yeah. I tagged him on Twitter and I tagged him on the YouTube. I was like, I gotta get this guy's attention. He needs to get educated about this case if he's going to cover this case. And I just got so much to say. Oh man, that live hurt my ears. It really gave me another headache. Welcome in, hey Cheryl, hey it's Clue season, hey Stephanie. Hello, Mama. Hey, Judy. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see everybody in the chat. Well, welcome on in. I'm going to get to the bottom here so we can go ahead and we'll start. Carol saves embroidery and crime shows. Well, look at that. I thought I was going to stumble all across that name. Well, welcome in. Thank you for waiting for me for that little minute there. Because I mean, I usually don't make you guys wait, but I did. So I was going through like old files today, like pages I had saved, like different like history tabs. Like I was going through my own history really on this case. And then I was listening in on some of the lives that were going on today. And let me tell you, this case doesn't have a shortage of stuff to talk about. But the thing is none of it has to do about Sebastian. It has to do around him. And somebody asked in a live today, they were doing, it was down the rabbit hole news. She asked the question it was something like, why this case? Why Sebastian? And why is it still like going on so much long afterwards? And I think personally, that a lot of it has to do with what the subscribers, like it's kind of like the ball is in your court. If you guys want to see Sebastian and other content, that's what you'll do. If you guys want to come for just strictly Sebastian Rogers content, that's what you'll do. If you want to come here for Idaho 4 content, that's what you'll do. If you want to come here for, Suzanne Morphew content or whatever, that's what you guys will do. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like up to the creator in a way. Like, and then this cast of characters in this case has just been getting worse. It's so bad. It's so bad. Yes, I heard that, Aries, that there was like a I don't want to say too close to the beginning of the live, but I heard that there was a bad incident going on there. Well, keep us informed. I'll be looking too. You go to Justin's a lot? He seems like a nice guy. I don't know him personally, but he seems like a nice guy. Hey, Judy. Hey, Stephanie. And welcome in, Aries. I don't know if I said hi to you, but I always acknowledge you here. Even if I don't say hi, I think it in my head. So I did pull up some stuff. Oh, I don't want to see that. It was what's his face. I don't know if I need this. Wait, I do. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. I was going to show you something on here, and it was not on the right page. So, okay. So we'll start with, I guess we'll start with these because these are just like updates that people are giving that are involved in the case. And then we can go from there. Now, put a 1 in the chat and you guys can totally be honest. I won't come after you. Put a 1 in the chat if you watched Nick's live, and then put a 2 in the chat if you didn't. If your ears were saved. I watched it. I actually recorded it just in case, because I was like, I'm going to record this in case he takes it down or something, because you never know on a live what can happen. Man, y'all didn't watch it? I'm going to stop watching it too. Then we're going to watch it all together. That was so exhausting. Y'all, that was exhausting. He went for an hour and 19 minutes calling Katie Kate. Sebastian, he's saying that this was 7 months. We just got on the 6-month mark on the 26th of last month. We're only on the 7th, right? Like I watched it all. You watched reactions? Oh, Kiwi mate. I didn't know who did a reaction. That would have been so much better. That would have been so much better than me watching it over here by my lonesome self. I don't ever want to watch it again by myself. I've got scars from that. He's so annoying. Oh my God, it was so bad. It was just like, did you hear the part? Okay, so you guys haven't heard it. I might have to play it. He literally was he's saying this, the family needs to work together, that Katie is at fault for them not working together. That Katie pretty much needs to get her shit in line. That Chris, her husband, is just a side piece. Called him a side piece. I'm pretty sure that he's like Team Seth and he wants something to happen, like Katie to come running to Seth or something. Rescue me. No, that's not going to happen. This is a missing person. He's talking about calling Dr. Phil and stuff. Like, I was like, what is this guy doing? He said, don't go on Nancy Grace's channel. He didn't know that they had already went on Nancy Grace before. 2 interviews. Like, the guy's unhinged. I think I'm going to become unhinged watching him being unhinged. Like, it's my brain can't compute. Like, man, I'm going to have to play for you guys. He did take off the sunglasses. I will say that. Where's my chapstick? Okay. He did take off the sunglasses. I'm going to put my chapstick on really quick. But so what we'll do is we'll start off with, I've been going through business records and everything, guys. Like, I've really been going through a little bit of everything to get, I don't know, a better understanding of everybody. But the first thing I want to read over is something I wanted to read over a long time ago. I forgot about it. It was a post that Katie had put out after Seth had come out and talked about the essay allegations. So when that video came out, Katie did a response. Now, Katie doesn't normally respond to anything that Seth says. Now, me, on the other hand, I would probably open up my damn mouth. I would. I would just be like, "Are you kidding me?" At this point, but she really has said, like, I'm not gonna fight with him, and she hasn't. So that's what this letter is going to kind of give us, this post. So this isn't like new. This is from like 5 months ago, but I want to read it to you guys because it just kind of puts us. I don't know. It put me back into like Katie's mindset, like what she's kind of thinking. Because, like I said, at the time, she wasn't, she hasn't still responded to a lot of the things that have come out of Seth's mouth. I think she's taken a lot of it and just gone with it. But this, I think, was out of the she was just like, no. So she felt like she did have to come forward and say something in this instance. And I think I would too, if my ex was going around saying horrific things about my child, I would probably want to go ahead and put a stop to it. So it says here that child was not 13 and we did not allow my son to be abused. We contacted all authorities. My son received all the available help he could get. Multiple therapists involved. His doctor did know because he went to the doctor and got checked immediately. Seth was involved in his therapy as well. There is so many lies in this story, including him failing to mention where Seth got banned from the base for his violent tendencies, where at the time my son was seeing psychiatrists and psychologists to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and the trauma from being assaulted by this child. So he was being seen for the abuse that was being had from Seth and that child. Let me be clear. I think it is sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that. When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He is doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. Public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half-truths is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. I will not stoop so low as to partake in a back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian because that is the most important thing. And this was, like I said, from 5 months ago. I thought this was a good post. It kind of put, like, I don't, she was coming out and letting us know, like, this, this wasn't supposed to be out here, but this is the truth. Without having to go into details about it herself, and I couldn't imagine being a mother and going through that. Thanks, RB. I appreciate that. Hey, Toby. Shanoodle. I love that name. Hold on. That's like the cute. I don't know why that is like, that's a really cute name. Toby Shanoodle. I don't know. I just like it. Ron in the voice. Look at that. Got some new people in tonight. Welcome on in. Hey, Seth, there's a slice of true crime. I don't know what group this one was in. I can't remember because it was so. Actually, hold on. Let me exit. It'll show me like because I got it from Reddit. Let's see. No, it doesn't show me. I can't remember. It was on. I want to say like maybe JLR's, but I'm not really for sure. I know that he has the largest like, like volume of people in his group. And those people over there, they're no dummies. Those Facebook people are no dummies. And I want to shout out to all of y'all that did watch the Nick interview, and you guys are whatever he was doing, walking around his live, and you guys told him he was wrong. Like I saw it in the chat. The chat was wild. Like you all were like, I mean, it wasn't you all because like I didn't see any of it I really knew, but the people that were in there were like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. Like they were just like, they were pointing it out. Now, some people were giving into it, buying it, hook, line, sinker. But for the most part, people weren't, and I was like, I was very surprised. I was very like pleased because usually, one person goes with the crowd. Everybody goes with the crowd. There was 400 people in there, and it was not, the chat was not very fast. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just, I think a lot of people were like, no, we don't believe you. We don't believe it. Hey, Deflectionist. I remembered. Hey, Remy. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. How are you doing, LP? Can I call you LPW? Educated and calm reply. Exactly. Yeah, Michelle. And that's what we needed. We needed to hear this, because we have not heard it on the other side. Now, I don't know who wants to fill Nick in, but everything that he is saying, not to do, Seth has done it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, dogpile on him. I'm really not. But and I mean Seth, but, like, everything Nick was saying, it was like, "No, that Seth did that." I mean, I don't know. It was a little insanity, um, to say the least, to say the least. So, okay. So Chloe came out the other day and she made a post on Twitter. Chloe was the PI that was, on the case. She was working for free. Seth fired her. Remember, that's the story we were given. Seth fired her because she wanted to vet people before they were allowed to search. I mean, like, I think that's pretty reasonable, but, who am I? Um, she is a legit, search, like, um, PI, and I believe she's educated in, missing persons. Like, she's really into missing persons. So she made a post. I wanted to go down here because I actually wanted to show you when she made it. This was on the 5th. And I was gonna show you this last night, and I completely forgot to show it to you guys. So we'll read through this. It's just her experience going over this case, and we haven't really heard from her. So she says, "Good evening. It's been a while since I've made a statement on the Sebastian Rogers case. This one will be personal. In May, the father of Sebastian asked me to step down due to me not agreeing to work with Nina Glass. This woman claimed to be part of a SAR team, but also was on active probation and had felony charges." And we all exposed her, remember? During this conversation, his father told me he knew I would continue searching for his son, and he hoped I would and hope I found him. I will be transparent that my time working with Mr. Rogers was often heated. I personally, as a woman, was not taken seriously despite my credentials. Deeper into May, different creators on social media hosted several people in Mr. Rogers' camp, including Mr. Rogers, who were very angry about the backlash they received when I was asked to step back. My team continued to search for Sebastian. We scaled back in the summer months due to the elements and the overgrowth on the land. And I did hear about that. Remember, we heard like they were going to pick up searching again a lot more in the fall because of the foliage, like all of the woods and stuff that's surrounding like the subdivision right there. There's a lot of, wooded area. And, when he went missing, there was no leaves on the trees. It was February. So, they probably didn't start getting leaves till like March, April, maybe April. But they had to, that's why during the summer months she had to, scale her search back. Over the last 3 months, despite my effort to stay neutral and work other missing cases, my name has remained in the mouths of creators I've never had a personal interaction with. I've received a cease and desist. The claims that have ensued are outlandish. I won't address most of them. They've never had an open investigation on my license. Tennessee makes you immediately aware. I do not withhold pertinent information from families or law enforcement. Until I joined this case, my reputation in missing persons was good, and it is my hope to those that matter it remains that. The rumors are laughable at this point. I do believe it's truly for these creators to have content. And you're absolutely right, Chloe. I don't know what's going on with Chloe personally. Like, I don't know like what creator or what, I don't know any of that. But what I will say is, she was working on this case until she just, until she said she couldn't work on it any longer because of the, the trees growing over. Now, I think Chloe's a legit PI, and I think she's legit wants to find Sebastian. And I think that the reason why she was wanting to vet these people was because so many people were coming in hot left and right. You don't want all these people and not know who you're around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not surrounding myself with felons and like people that are like on this level, like she was, Nina Glass and stuff, with a missing child. I don't want that. I wouldn't want that. What if they did come up on a missing child? They would probably mess up the whole entire crime scene if it was a crime scene. We're saying if it was, it's just, I don't know. Where Summer went ahead of TBI fine, yeah. I feel like everybody's trying to found this boy. Sean. I always want to call him Sean now. Just to, like, just to be that person. Just like I used to call, what did I call Brian Kohlberg? Brian Kohlberg? I forget. I call him something, but I know somebody got mad at me about that. Hey, PJ. He's a freaking, we are being punked. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. I was saying that the whole time. We might have to go over the video. You guys haven't seen it. Oh, man, I thought you guys would watch it. But then again, I told y'all, you better not be watching that crap. It's bad for your head. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But it is. It's like, when we're little and kids say, like, our parents tell us don't eat a bunch of candy, even though we can have a bunch of candy. It's just going to rot our mouth out and make our bellies hurt. But they're like, don't eat too much candy now. Like, like it was going to do something like, really harmful to us, but it didn't. So we do have somebody out there that's looking for Sebastian that has credentials. Now, I don't know if he's out there yet, but he's going out there. Now, it's SF is who I'm talking about. He did say, like, a couple days ago, let me see what he did say this. September 5th, he said, heading to Tennessee for a while. Wish he gave more on this. Like, he just put his little ticket on there. But he did retweet Chloe's tweet or Twitter or whatever I don't know what you call these things now. X. I don't know what you call these. Sorry. I'm going to call them tweets. But I wanted to read this one because this one has to do with the company, that At Night company. So Nick the Hat, he keeps mentioning this At Night company and this attorney and this, it's not me, it's these people over here. This is the company I work for. No, this is all freaking connected. All of it's connected. And it's like, why? Just, I don't know, why put yourself out of the box? It's like At Night was retained to cover this case, to get on this case. Oh, this is what Nick said. Nick said they had 24 investigators or lawyers or investigators, one of the other. And he said there's 24 of them and they're paying them all $120,000 a year. Who's putting the bill up for the $2.8 million? Who's fronting the $2.8 million bill a year to look for Sebastian Rogers? Come on now, guys. Come on. Nobody's doing that. This is like we're being punked. It's like, what what is going on? Like this, I mean, this Nick. I was like, let me do some calculations with my calculator here. 2.888. I'm like, come on now. Now, people on the internet, we might be a little gullible, but don't make us, you're making us look like we don't know anything. Like, and I'm so glad you all did not fall for that. You did not know and was like, you all were like, nope, that's not true. That's not. I was impressed. So I'm going to read over SF's post here because I feel like he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders. And he has some facts in here, so we're going to read it. But we read this first post, but he says, let me reiterate my point. It is absolutely outrageous. And you guys remember that the private group, the At Night company, was going to inject people with these truth serums, whether they cooperated or not. Like, that's what this company is saying. And this Nick the Hat guy is backing this company, and so is Dog, the bounty hunter. So you've got Dog the bounty hunter. That's like a felon. He's been arrested in Mexico in the early 2000s with his like other bounty hunter guy. Like, I don't know. You got him that's calling Sean or Seth Sean. I can't even say his name now. So they don't have a connection with Seth other than maybe on the phone. That's it. Because if they met in person, Dog the bounty hunter would remember his name. I'm sorry, but he would. Then you got Nick out here doing all of the rounds with. So you got Nick that's doing like YouTube, Twitter, the social medias. Then you've got bounty hunter guy that's doing the national news, the one national news nation. So I don't know how we got here. How did we get here with a dog and a Nick the Hat? If you would have told me in February we would be here, if you would have told me in March, April, May, June, July, up until the day before we heard about all this, if you would have told me, I would have said, no, never. It's crazy. They haven't done any homework, Austin. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's like so bad. Like everything he said was like, that did happen, or, or something like along those lines, but it was incest camp. And I'm like, what's going on here? Are we not listening to each other? So SF says here, let me reiterate this, my point. It is absolutely outrageous that a private group such as At Night, air quotes, because those are big ones, is even considering using narcotic medication to coerce confessions in the Sebastian Rogers case. Let's break this down. And I will say, I did find an LLC with this business name and just opened up in like June. I can show you guys too. It's, public forum. But yeah, so they would have more than an LLC, I feel like, but maybe not. First, it is completely illegal for any medical professional to prescribe or administer medications for non-medical purposes. If they have a doctor involved, that doctor would be acting unethically by prescribing drugs to force a confession. This is blatant abuse of medical authority and a clear violation of ethical standards. Second, the U.S. and they count for everything too, right? All medications are accounted for. Like, I don't know if you guys have been in the hospital in the last 10 years, but the nurse has like her little cart she goes around with, and that's even locked down. And the drawer has to be shut after a certain amount of time. Like, they don't mess with medications anymore. They're all accounted for, except for like maybe the ones that are trial like, loads or whatever. They give them like 20 boxes for free or something. But, they're not going to do that with this kind of medication. I'm talking about like the depression medications in the world, So it says here, it wouldn't be any controlled substances. They wouldn't do that. Second, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in Townsend and Sane in 1963 that confessions obtained through the use of drugs, commonly referred to as truth serums, are unconstitutionally coerced and inadmissible in court. In that case, a man confessed to a crime while under the influence of a truth serum, and the court struck down the confession because it violated his Fifth Amendment rights. Yeah. This rule, not to self-incriminate, this ruling set a firm precedent. Any confession obtained through such means is invalid and cannot be used as evidence. Third, and crucially, any information gathered through the use of these substances would be considered exclusionary evidence. Not only would the coerced confessions be thrown out, but any leads or additional evidence obtained as a result of that confession would also be inadmissible under the doctrine of the fruit of the poisonous tree. He's right. In short, this reckless approach would taint the entire investigation. Additionally, using narcotics or psychoactive substances to get a confession is classified as coercive interrogation, which is illegal under the U.S. law. Law enforcement agencies are strictly prohibited from using both physical and psychological abuse to extract confessions, and using drugs to impair someone's cognitive functions and willpower falls squarely into that category. Perhaps most alarmingly, this group plans to administer highly potent narcotic medications, yet they have demonstrated a shocking lack of familiarity with the case. They even believe that Sebastian is a 16-year-old boy with a father named Sean. Do you really want this group or their physical contacts administering sedation? Do you want your life or safety in their hands? I was going to say something about that, but now I can't remember. It was something important. It was something I didn't point out that he was doing. I'll think of it. Let me see if I put it up in my notes. I don't think I did. He said something in his live. What the heck was it now? Okay, I'm going to keep reading. This harebrained scheme from a group that isn't licensed as investigators and lacks both the legal and medical authority to perform interrogations is not only illegal, it's dangerous. Not only are they unlicensed, but multiple members involved are reportedly felons and parolees. Their involvement undermines the integrity of the investigation and risks invalidating any genuine evidence that could lead to discovering what happened to Sebastian Rogers. Support the search for Sebastian, spread awareness, and advocate for his safety, but leave the investigating to trained and licensed professionals. Yeah, please do. Finally, I have been in contact with local, state, and federal law enforcement about this. If this group suggests that they are working with or have the approval of any state or federal law enforcement agency, it should be reported immediately. These agencies want to know if such false claims are being made. Yeah, please don't call them if you have any leads. They're giving out, he said, well, we're giving out so many numbers and so many hotlines and all these emails because, we just want the tips to just come everywhere. That sounds so unorganized. What? And chaotic. Then he slipped up and he's like, I'll answer your text whenever I get it. I mean, the people that work for me will. Who works for you, bruh? Who? Because I'm full-time on this platform and I couldn't afford this mannequin that's beside me to work for me. And it's a mannequin. I couldn't afford to pay her. Now, either this one too, because I have two mannequins beside me tonight. It's weird having them right here, but they were in the closet. But seriously, no one's doing that. No one is checking your personal text or any text for you, unless it's to Dog the Bounty Hunter. And then maybe Dog the Bounty Hunter is. Now, I did go onto his page on his Twitter just to see about Nick. I just wanted to see what he was about over there. Now, he does have his link tree posted. So I don't know what's on the link tree. I don't know if it's his social apps or if it's social apps and pay apps, but you can do both on there. So he surely has both. Then I went over. Look at this dude. This is the lawyer. I can't take this guy seriously. I can't take this guy seriously. Yeah, the Convocante case. Yeah. He is. That's Nick. That's who I'm telling you guys all about. That's who I've been telling you guys all about. He's nothing but a lie. Pleasant. You had an advertisement in the middle of the live? Really? Ashley, is that what you mean? Pleasantville? I don't remember. I do remember that kind of. Doesn't this look like the 50s? I should Google search this. I don't know how to do that. How do you do that? I always tell people to do it. I should know how to do it. Let's see. We have to probably save it. Save image as. Because I mean, this guy, this is crazy. Now we'll go to Google. I think it's right here. Images. Search by image. Upload a file. Okay. Recents. Where's it at? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Oh, okay. He's talking about deviant S intercourse. Okay, I don't know what. I don't. Okay, this is weird. Hold on. Where'd it go? There was stuff up there. There we go. This is what comes up. There's no image sources, but it's just this. This is him. Oh my God. Look at this person smoking. Oh my. Can you go to these? Okay. Probably shouldn't have started with that. I don't know. What's going on here? Okay. Oh, look. Why are this is weird. Okay, this is so weird. Let me show you this. I thought it was on the screen. It's not even on the screen. Let me see here. We're over here. Okay. So I'm scrolling through here, this guy's website. This is the video library. We're gonna look through this a minute. The law offices of Joseph Lesnick, LLC. I own an LLC myself. But you got Nick on here, like Nick on X. Shout out to Joe. Are we for real? Who is this guy? I don't trust anybody anymore. I don't even trust my own damn self. That's why I keep looking at the chat like, am I really seeing this? Oh, meat. Is this okay? Which one is the meat? Oh, okay. Are they one? Okay, so it's below it. Let's see what he's got to say.
My philosophy in the area of law, practice of law, is twofold. First is that the law is a black letter code. It's black writing on white pages usually. But the problem is when somebody comes into my office, their problem is not black letter. And so my philosophy is to look at the problems and with creative solutions, find a way for it to fit in the law. Find a solution that my client can deal with and handle. And also the second part of my philosophy is that when a person
He's a defense attorney, or what kind of attorney is he? Because he sounds like he's a defense attorney to me.
person comes in with an issue, be it a
like, I'm trying to give them a decision that they can live with. Okay, I'm done with them. But yeah. Okay, let's go back up here. Let's go to the about. Okay, where's he located? Why does this picture look like it's from the early 2000s? Like, I mean, media criminal defense. Okay, so it is defense. Because I mean, I could tell that. Oh, look, criminal defense, legal services. Oh. You work with the worst of the worst, my sir, except for the DUI and the rug crimes. I mean, the rug crimes can be a little dangerous, but wow. Delaware County. Okay, Delaware County. Where's Delaware? PA. I'm trying to think of where that would be. Like, where is that? I'm trying to see. Delaware County District Attorney's Office. He was the chief prosecutor of the Special Victims and Domestic Violence Division, where he prosecuted hundreds of serious crimes. Wow. To find out more, okay, bosses. We want a free consultation. We need a free consultation right here. I don't know what we need to be consulted on, though. Hey, Travis, welcome in. I saw you earlier. I'm going to say, hey, welcome in, everybody. Kenneth said I saw an ad somewhere. He used to be in New York. Oh, so maybe he is in New York. Let me see. I just assumed PA because of our buddy. It's Bucks County's PA. Philadelphia County. Yeah, this is all these Lehigh County. That's in Allentown. So yeah, this is Pennsylvania. I'm from Philadelphia. Okay. So I ain't gonna lie. I love Philadelphia. I'm from there. I love the people. I love the food. I love everything. Like, I almost want to cry. This dude, Nick, is from Philadelphia. And he talks about that. And every time he says that he's from there, it just feels like someone just putting a dagger in me. Because I'm like, how did he come out of that awesome city? I don't know how. I mean, I'm telling you, he's a weird guy. There's something wrong here. And I'm not the only person thinking that. I'm really glad. So I'm going to shut a couple of these windows so I can figure out what I want to show you guys, because there's a lot going on, I feel like, with this stuff. It's amazing. So we've got Nick the Hat, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and now we got this guy, Joe Leisnick. Is that his name? Joseph Leisnick. That's a lawyer that is Nick the Hat's lawyer. So okay, that's how they're connected. Now I don't know if he's Dog the Bounty Hunter's attorney as well. We could probably maybe look that up. Probably is. I don't know if that would be like information out there, but sorry, I can't type very well. Lead attorney is Brooke Hart. So that's man, there's a lot. And William Ballard breached contract by family to represent him adequately in Mexico. Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. I was just reading here. Brian Laundrie's attorney called him a dusty relic. I'm sorry. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Nothing shady on his license. Yeah, he looks like he's kind of on the uppity, huh? I think he is. I think he's who he says he is and everything. I don't think that this guy's anything but what he says. Now, would I want him to defend me? Not a chance in hell. Look at him smiling. I don't know. I want someone who looks like a bulldog. You know, someone that looks like they're ready to fight. This guy looks like he's going to take you to a tea party. I don't see anybody getting away with nothing with him. So basically, what they told us that Nick and the dog is that they're working under, like, I guess, an umbrella of this company that is at night. But when you look up this company, let me see if I gotta find the page. When you look up the company, it says that it's One World Corp. So when you type in like Google at night website, it'll bring up One World Corp. And I'll show you. Let me go back to I think this is actually, I'm just going to show you how I did it. Like, go this way. Okay. So this is what you come on to. Like when you type it in, it'll drop down and it's the first one on my list anyway, on my search. But this is their website, and I was reading through it. It's a lot. We'll read through some of this. It's just, I mean, I don't know. I think somebody put this crap together willy-nilly like. It's a brand new business. So we'll go over that first. So a private intelligence agency is a private sector or non-government agency or organization, devoted to the collection, analysis, and exploitation of information through the evaluation of public sources and cooperations with other institutions. Some private intelligence agencies obtain information deceptively or through on-the-ground activities for clients. So, it's a lot. So when I looked up the company names, they do have like business search. I went to Pennsylvania because I knew that's where Nick the Hat's from. The at night comes up. Initial filing date was 6/6/23. Active. It's a LLC in Pennsylvania. Now, my personal opinion is this is Nick the Hat's business entity or whatever. This is all tied into them, him and the dog. Which is, it's just this insanity. Okay. We also have Robin Rogers in the chats today, in Facebook chats, and like someone took pictures and put it into the Facebook chats of her and Psychic Medium's YouTube pages. It's insanity. I'm gonna show you guys that too. But no, when you click on this, it just says that it's active, Pennsylvania. It's an LLC, and that's really all it says. And it does say the county and Lehigh County. That's how I found out that it was in Allentown. I think my dad used to go to Allentown for some reason, but I'm not sure why. I can't remember my connection with Allentown, but I do have a connection there to that town. It's right outside of Philadelphia. I just can't remember I can't remember exactly what it is, but I remember my parents talking about it a lot. Hey, Wolfie. Just saying hi and bye. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in, Wolfie. Oh, Catherine, there you go. Have a drink for me and a little smoke. You too, Mary Beth. You deserve a drink. I don't know why you just do. I know you probably did something today that was crazy. You probably made sandwiches for the homeless or helped the neighbor. She's always doing something just super sweet. So I looked up One World Company. And so this is what I did. So this is my mindset. I went to the website that's up here and I went to the at night. And whenever I went to check out One World, the agency that, what the website was under, it brought up a whole list of them, like a whole list. So I went over and I saw where on the at night LLC, it said that the county was Lehigh. So I went and I looked for that county in this list, and it was Allentown. So that was the town. So I looked up the county and I looked up what town it was. And Allentown was in here. I just didn't get a click on it. I have to look for it again. And they're not like in order. I don't think they're in any kind of order. But Allentown's on here. So maybe here it is right here. And it was active 8/28/2023. So how long after? So 8/20. So this one was 6/6/23. This company, the at night, and then whoever it has the at night and the One World companies, it looks like the One World was created on 8/28/23. And it's a domestic business corporation. And this one gives the address. I don't know whose address that is, but it's a house. Looks like. How do I click on this? Oh, it says One World Staffing Inc. I don't know if that's like. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What are we doing here? See outside. I hope this isn't someone's house, but this is like a duplex. I don't understand this. I'm just saying, if this is your home, dude, or something, like you put this out here yourself. I just found this within like 3 seconds. So we know that, I ain't got it like that. I ain't got it like that. But employment, unless he just really that could be. Call. Let's call him. What's the number? Okay, they're not letting me call. I don't need the directions. Go back. I don't need the directions there. I just need the. What's maybe this? Yeah, I don't know. There is a phone number on here. Man, I'm so tempted to call it, but I'm not going to. I'm so tempted to call it though, just because I'm like, it's Saturday. Like I'm just wanting to like troll somebody, kind of just want to troll them and be like, what do you guys do there? So apparently, I mean, this business is in Allentown and it's a house. It's a duplex. That's a duplex. There's 2 doors on one on each side. That's an old home that somebody converted into a duplex. Now, I don't know. Hell. Let's see. No one's done any reviews. Well, we all knew that. So I'm about to. I should. I really should. I really want to, but I shouldn't. Because then, with my luck, someone will answer, and then I'll have this. This would end up being like one of those times where I'd have to get off the phone or I have to like mute the live or something because they would say something crazy on there. I don't know. That would be my luck. But I can give you guys the number. Who wants to call it? I know one of y'all will. We got 93 people in here. Someone's got a phone in their hand. Who's got their phone? One of y'all is watching. What's this do? Copy phone number or call? I don't want to have my phone number though. Does *67 really work still? Okay. So that's just a little bit about the company and stuff too. We'll go back and we'll read about that um, company a little bit. We kind of took a right turn there. Um, so everybody in this case has some sort of record. I'm not sure. Everyone that works for Seth's camp. I mean, because no one's working for Chris and Katie. But Dog the Bounty Hunter. I mean, people can overcome things, but I mean, he was convicted of M. Went to prison. Nina Glass, she was a felon. The guy with the United Cajun Navy, that dude was a felon or pedo. It's like everybody except for Chloe. I want to make it clear. Chloe, no. We had the fake dog handler. Remember her? Forget her name. Stephanie or something. She had the dog's whiskey, all the liquors. I don't even know them. It's like all the liquor that goes into a Long Island. That's what her dog's names were. It's just this case has really brought out just the most randomest people. Then you got Nick. He was convicted of 2 counts of forgery and identity theft, 3 counts of unsworn falsification to authorities, and 1 count of tampering with public records or information. It was due to racist emails that he was sending and saying that he was an officer or some investigator when he wasn't, when it was really this guy. And he was also charged with having a taser that was like police issued. A police issued taser. He was caught with having one. I don't know the cop that gave him that. I don't know why a cop would give him one, because that's what it looks like in the documents or the paperwork, is that someone gave it to him. But that's just ignorant. That cop should be in trouble, and Nick. They should both know as adults that they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, that's just, So he got sentenced like 2 to 4 years. I don't know exactly how much time he ended up serving. But it's just like every single person, you can polish them up all day long, But it's like everybody has got something. When we got Tony peen bombing everybody, a whole panel full of women. I mean, yeah, please issue taser, yeah, right? Couldn't even believe that. I'm like, oh my lordy. And what else was there? I said something even last night. A lot of people. Oh, okay. So when I said that this Nick reminded me of Nick Avocado, that guy, I didn't realize that guy was going to blow up on the internet today. But I said that last night, and then this guy, all of a sudden, he like fooled the internet forever, like for the last 3 years or something. Did anyone else hear about that? Because I was like, whoa, I just said that guy reminds me, those two remind me of alike. Chickens crowing. Judy. So he did say this on the live. He said that he talks to the people in the towns that don't have social media. Who doesn't have social media? Where is he going? The Amish? He said he goes and talks to people that don't have internet. And I'm like, who is he even talking about? Everybody has the internet or a phone that has the capability to have the internet. Even if you're living out there in the middle of nowhere, they'll put up a poll for you. I didn't watch Star Trek. What is it, Catherine? I don't get the question. Maybe they need to. Oh my! I did hear something about Sarah Boone though. I didn't call the number. I'm afraid to call it. I'm afraid they'll get my number somehow. Hey, Emery. But it's up there. I mean, I'm afraid he'll get my number somehow. I don't trust him. What's this? Okay, so if I go to the One World, let's see if it's the same website. It's not. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. What is going on here? This is a completely different place. This is One World Staffing. Okay, let me we're going to reverse that but this is in the same town. What in the world? So we have One World Staffing, that's this, and then we have the actual business that's One World Corp. Like that was not by a mistake. That was not by a mistake. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like those are some really close names, my friend. Hey, Matt, welcome in. Hey, KCG. Thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome in. Thank you. Oh, yeah, she did have an ad. Yeah, she's getting help. You called it? That's awesome. I think they are. You did call it, no answer? Okay, man. Kenna called. What'd you call? Did you leave a message? What'd they say? You guys are so much braver than me. She said, did you see? I called the number. I didn't see that part, Kenna. No, I thought you meant, did you call the number? Like, I should call the number. I'm so sorry. I got mixed up with her. They answered? What they say? Oh, what they say? What they say? Because like that might not have been the same company. They probably are like, you guys are Looney Tunes. Because this is Corp, I think. Like it's so small, but that's what it is. One World Staffing is like, I think for staffing people for like stuff. So I'm so sorry about that. But they're probably like, but they probably want to put you into a job. If they have anything open, let me know. I'll take it. The gin. Oh yeah. Judy, if you ever need a Long Island, let me make it for you. I didn't realize that there was measurements. Like there was, like you're only supposed to put a quarter of each of those liquors in the Long Island, and then you put the Coke in there. I was doing a full shot of each liquor, and I made a lady 3 drinks like that before we figured it out. That lady was trashed. She's like, "Whoever made this, have her make me another." It's an employment agency. I know. So this is a different one. So this is his company, like he's wordy here. It's different. So that one's at World Staffing. His company is One World Staffing is the one that we were just looking at. His company is One World Corp. But when you look it up under Allentown and everything, where this is supposed to be, this business entity is supposed to be, it comes up at that other business. So it's almost like if you were searching, you would see that and then be like, oh yeah, that's like legit. And then just move on from it. I feel like, now this is the website that he built. I think he built this in a day. I think this is one of those ready to build websites. Like coding isn't that hard to do on a website. This is, to me, like AI generated almost, it seems like, but you let me know. When the night falls and the stakes couldn't be higher, at night private intelligence agencies emerge as your ultimate ally. We are the gold standard in navigating the shadowy realms of high stakes intelligence and strategic operations, serving the world's most influential, from high profile families to leading studios, major labels, and critical government entities. Whether you're a fortunate individual caught in an unfortunate civil or criminal quagmire, or a family seeking to safeguard against the unthinkable like kidnappings, we're your fortress. Does this sound like AI-ish to you guys? Right click on it and go to source, like onto the, like on here, on this. I don't know if I have it. I do. And go to source. I don't have a source thing though. Let me see where I was reading that. It's just, I don't know. This seems so AI-ish to me. Like, when darkness falls and the path forward is obscured, at night, private intelligence agency doesn't just light the way. We illuminate your victory. I don't know. Is this just, maybe it's just corny to me. At night, intelligence agency stands as the epitome of strategic intelligence and operational excellence, serving a clientele that spans the upper echelons of society and industry. Well, they said that about 5 times, that they're there for the influential. And just the paragraph that I read, the 2 paragraphs, they said it like 3 or 4 times, it seems like. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget how to look that up. I have a MacBook. It's kind of weird. I want to view page source. I think I was right. I mean, I was thinking like my website so my website for my business is done through Wix, and this website is done through Wix. So, maybe, yeah. That's because that's what it says. It says like the link shortcut icon is Wix static. All of them are actually. Yeah. So I'm thinking that yeah, this was just made pretty easily. And I think that they just used AI to like do this part. I don't know. This just to me is weird. Let's see if he gets a shout out or something, in the like let's see if in the clientele or something. Because Nick the Hat, he has to have a shout out. He keeps shouting these people out. And I know this is like all connected to him. At night isn't just about serving the elite. We're about being the elite. Yeah, I don't want to read all this to you guys. That'll probably be boring to you, but it literally, see, it's just, this right here is the same paragraph that was like over here. Illuminating your victory and stuff. Like illuminating your way or whatever it was saying. Look, at night, illuminate your path. Like, it's just the same wording. It's just thrown in different spots. Like, look at all that. This is just too much. This is too much for one website. Like, what is going on here? Look at this. We are only accepting clients with budgets in excess of $500,000. A retainer of $500,000 is required to initiate consultation or other services. Email I'm not going to do that. You don't want to do that. To schedule a discussion. What? Okay, who put up the $500,000 for the retainer for the at night? This is insanity. 500,000. My home don't even cost that much, and everything in it. What the world? I feel like watching dog videos. This is hurting my brain. Like, you can't even contract the at night agency. What is that? Is that supposed to be contact? Because you can't contract nothing. Like, what do you mean contract the at night agency? Oh my, you didn't go back. I had to have somebody reach out to me. I made spelling mistake errors on my website. One of you guys reached out to me and let me know. I forget who it was, so no worries about me saying your name. I wouldn't anyway. I would never do that to you. But I thanked him. I forget who it was, but I was like, thank you so much. I didn't realize I did that, and it doesn't look good if you don't spelling things right. Doesn't make your business look good, Like, and I only sell clothing, you know what I mean? I only sell clothing. So if I spell sweater wrong, I spell it sweeter, who cares, you know what I mean? That's not what it was, but I just sell clothing. This is supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be in charge of finding a missing 15-year-old autistic boy. And that's what he said. Sebastian couldn't have possibly ran away. He has autism. Let's sink in. Sebastian couldn't run away because he's autistic, Nick said. Because Sebastian's autistic, he couldn't have ran away. And I'm going to tell you what that means. He thinks Sebastian's too dumb to run away, like be able to run away. And not like be seen by now. Do you know what I mean? I knew what he meant when he said it. I knew exactly what he meant by it. And you can't tell me no other way. You can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. But that's what he said. I mean, I had to say it 3 different times because I want to make sure everyone knows. Well, no, I don't. Let me see. It is on mine. oneworldmedia.com. But it's like, so it says it's like under One World Media, but yeah, it's weird. It's all weird. Isn't that weird? Is it? Let me see. How did you look that up to know where it was coming from? Well, you're probably just good at computers or something. I don't know. But you know where it's, is it like the extension in Colombia or here? Like, I don't know. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I'm not meant for computers. Sorry, I had to grab a drink. I need Vincent in here. He's the computer guy. He's the techie guy. Okay. Click corporate news. Okay, because like the other night when I tried to click these, I don't think they even worked. Did they? Are they going to work tonight? Oh yeah. Yeah, and then you got this one. We went through this I think last night, but we got that. So the At Night Media Group and One World file motion to intervene in Danilo Souza Cavalcante. That has to be Cavalcante case. I should look at this. And making a significant transition in New York City. Specializing in the procurement of content for virtually every major television network in the United States. What? As well as numerous digital and print publications? No, you can't put your record on here, your court record. Okay, we're not talking about those. At Night Media has quietly assisted in shaping the media landscape, providing otherwise unobtainable content to news agencies and audiences globally. Get out of here. You just started the business on 6/6/2023. How many people could you possibly know? Come on. Come on now. What is going on here? Someone is punking us. PJ was right. I don't even think Dolly could have thought of all this stuff up. And Dolly has an elaborate mind. Do you know what I mean? How long have they been concocting all of this? Like, or did he just go back on old companies that he had? You know what I mean? Like, to me, this is just weird. Because we know that Nick the Hat was affiliated with the Danilo Cavalcante case. He was out there just streaming it like JLR was on the side of the road. In the dark. Looking at a light. Just looking in the field at nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I didn't cover it. I couldn't do it. But that's what he was doing. And now he's taking that and he's acting like he somehow was involved in the apprehension of Danilo Cavalcante. Rest assure you, he was not. When they went to capture him, right? They moved everybody out of the way. Everybody was gone. Nobody was near where they were getting him. Like, this guy, it blows my mind, right? I know, right, Night Star? 9 kids. Wow, 9. The extensions coordinate to a Columbia. Wow. Huh. That's weird. This is all really weird, guys. It really is. Let's go. I'm going to read this one about Danilo Cavalcante sometime soon. Because I want to see if there's anything just weird in there, you know? Now, this is the newest, one that they put out for immediate release. This came out September 4th. And this is when Nick comes on the scene. So basically, from my understanding, from what I've seen in my perspective of this whole thing, on like the 4th or 5th, I think it was the 5th, Nick came out. Maybe the 4th. The next day, it must have been the 4th. The next day, Dog the Bounty Hunter comes out. And they're linked up together. Like I don't think Nick has said, or Dog the Bounty Hunter, I don't think he said anything about Nick, but Nick has really said a lot about Dog, right? So I don't know. Now you have this agency that has both of their names put into their website. And it's just like, what is this website for? Like, I mean, who's this private agency that's going to come and collect your DNA in the middle of the night without you knowing it? Or if you say no to their rugs, their concoction that they put together, their truth serum, if you say no, they will just do it anyway, because they said the unwilling, they just do it. I mean, like, who takes those people seriously? Like, I think they're coming out here for a reason. I think maybe it's to distract, but I don't know what it's distract from. Like, other than maybe Tony and Seth, you bring up these two idiots, but Dog and Cat in the Hat. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Reason why you would hire Nick is because because he doesn't know a lot about the case, and he won't do his homework. He had people in his chat today telling him, no, that's not what happened. That didn't happen, or no, this happened, or this did happen, that whatever. And he was just reading it. No, if it didn't correlate with what he wanted to go down, he shut it down. But he really doesn't know this case at all. Like, I've never seen a creator so unprepared to cover a case in my whole damn life. And I have come live and went about a case that I didn't know anything about. We just went live because had to go live about it, because it was just, just how lives work sometimes, But this guy, he can't even direct you. Like, I mean, read an article. At least it would be half true, right? We'd at least be getting some truth. Hey, Nash, did you watch the new one? Did you watch the new video, Nash, about Nick? We haven't watched it on this channel. I'm not going to do that to you guys, I don't think. But man, let me see if I can see it. It might not come up if it's a link. It won't come up if it's a link. That's just, for some reason, Nightbot like blocks them. Oh, Sebastian looks like him there. Oh, well, I'm telling you, you can run away, and you could have autism and be extremely smart. I kind of left off of I left that kind of open there, but I want to know, and everyone that does know, like in our chat, they're aware that I've had a recent diagnosis of that myself, and I fully believe that's it's a correct diagnosis. And autistic people are a lot smarter than you think there, Nick. But I know what he meant by it. I know what he meant when he said it like that. He is autistic. He couldn't run away. What? What are you saying? He's incapable? I mean, no. And I mean, hardly dilly. And then he had okay, I'm going to clear this up real quick. Amanda Berry was missed every single day that she was gone for those 10 years that Ariel Castro had her in Cleveland, Ohio. Let me make that clear. He said that today. Nobody cared. They just walked away from the story. No, absolutely they did not. And when they found her, the guy knew her from across the street. He knew who she was when she said her name. He said, "Holy crap, I got myself a white girl." He was a black man. He was a black man. He said, and I don't know if you know the Amanda Berry story, but she was kidnapped for 10 years by Ariel Castro. Yeah. And he even said Elizabeth Smart today. He said that people gave up on Elizabeth Smart. And I said, are you kidding me? Like, what are you, he's just trying to think of cases, but it's like, he's going on cases that are so old. He says about John Benet Ramsey or something. I was like, are you from this century? I don't know. Okay. So this is the dealio with him. This is the dealio, Nick. If you're listening, Nick, I hope we need to push this video out. I need more people to try to be pushing this crap out to him, because he needs to be seeing this. Every day that Nick goes live about Sebastian Rogers and comes on and says, we have no new news, I will be on my live sometime after him, even if it's a 5-minute segment. I will have it that says he didn't give us anything new, and this is what he doesn't know about the case. And I'll put out the information as it's true. Because I can't take misinformation like this. I can't. I can handle, like, okay, the conspiracy theorists and crap. You don't see me going over to their chat and making a mess or a huff or a puff or anything. I'm not huffing and puffing on anything. But this guy, he gets me. He gets me because he makes it seem like all of us, we don't care. He's saying YouTubers, they don't care about Sebastian's case. And then his next breath, he says that we're the best sleuthers. But he says that, like, we've done nothing but harm this case. We're just, and I'm sorry, but no, I'm not harming this case. I'm over here educating people on you right now. Normally, I'm educating people on Seth, it seems like, or Tony. Exactly, Michelle. Autism is just a different way of thinking. I love that. That should be the slogan, because it is just a different way of thinking. We just think a little more critically and more, I don't know how to explain it. It's just precise. He said he was just bored. Well, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh at that. Okay, I didn't mean to laugh. A lot of autistic kids, they elope. They run away. It's called eloping. Like, we just covered this with a little girl from Ohio. She ran away. This is so sad. She ran away because she wanted to look for her mommy that died. So she kept running out of the house because she wanted to be with her mom. She was like 4 years old. So kids do run away with autism. They found her 48 hours later. It was almost like 40. I think it was 48 hours later with the cat. She took the cat with her, the house cat. I mean, it made me cry. And in that case, really, I mean, yeah, like that. It's those little side cases, that get to you too. They really get to you. Because, like, that little girl, she just wanted to look for her mom. I'm 38 and I want to walk outside and look for my mom too, But they found her. She was just, it rained and everything. It was like everything that could go wrong was like going wrong. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm trying to think of the little girl's name. I can't think of it. And that's so horrible of me. Audrey. I'm going to say something like that. I'm about to look it up. But she was from Ohio, and she lived with her dad, and they didn't have a lot of money. You could tell by the home that maybe they didn't have a lot of money. So they didn't have like the special locks with like the buzzers and stuff on them. And so when they found her, they ended up like the community and the officers rallied together, bought them like all new windows, new locks, new like everything, so that this little girl could not get out of the house again without it alerting, one of them. Because of course we're not going to keep our eyes on our kids 24/7. I mean, there's going to be a time when they're in another room or whatever, things get quiet, then something's up usually. But what, Audrey? It's a pretty name. What, did you leave? Did you move? Did you move, Maribeth? Or are you talking about like before? Neurodivergent, yeah. That sounds about right. See, I ran away when I was a kid. I was 15 and I was like, my friend wanted to run away with her boyfriend. I'm like, I'm going with you. Like, in my mind, it wasn't, damn. It wasn't serious. I wonder if Sebastian could think like that. Like, when I ran away because my friend wanted me to go with her. Like, I didn't think of it, the effect it would have on my parents. I didn't think about the effect it would have on everybody around me and my friend's family. I just thought we were having a fun adventure. But I thought, I mean, I was gone for 6 hours and realized it within like 5. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't months. Really? That's really good, Matt. That he knows where to stay. See, I always knew where to stay when I was a kid. I'm sure I had autism my whole life. I lived on 7 acres, and I said, "I'm gonna take it forever to go somewhere." Oh, yeah, pitch black in the country. I'm from the country, like, but we lived in a subdivision, which was weird. Like, it was right into the country, like, right before you got, like, going out of, like, town. I don't know how to explain it, but, um, that's so funny. Like, pitch black was scary. Like, we had streetlights, but if you went right out onto, like, the road beside ours, it was the main highway and there was no lights. So it was pretty scary. So this is just me. I've always thought that this has something to do with some sort of school kids. Now, I don't know, but I've just been saying that ever since February, March. Well, March, I'm lying because we didn't cover this February. We started covering this March 4th when they had the interview. But I don't know. Maybe he would. If it was a friend and a friend asked him not to say anything, maybe then Sebastian wouldn't say anything. Because you know how I've been riding hard. Like, if Sebastian was somewhere, he would let the cops know because he wouldn't want to get in trouble. The only alternative to that, right, is Sebastian's so scared to call the authorities because he's afraid of who it will get in trouble. So just hear me out. Let's say your dad's hiding you somewhere or your mom's hiding you somewhere, right? And they keep telling you, don't tell me, I'll get in a lot of trouble. I'll go to jail. I'll go to jail forever. You'll never see me again. Do you think then maybe he would say, he wouldn't call? He would say, oh, I can't tell nobody. I'm just trying to think of the more positive outcomes, I guess, because like that's more positive. Amethyst said, when my son was 14, he decided not to come home for 2 nights. Oh, when he came home, I asked him why he would do that. He said he slept in a park to know what it feels like for the homeless. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sweet and sad at the same time. You were probably a mess. 2 days. Now I know, now knowing because I'm older, what the repercussions would have been. Like, it makes me physically, like, my belly hurts to think of that, like me putting my parents through that. But when I called my mom, she was so happy to hear from me. She knew something was going on. I mean, it was only like 6 hours. So it was only, and we left before school ended. So my mom didn't even know because they didn't call you when you left school early. Back then, they didn't call. Like, they didn't call your mom and tell her, like, let her know. So we could always leave. I think my brother probably got me out. Like, he was old enough to, like, get me out of school. So he probably got me out of school and I left early. My mom and dad weren't home from work yet. I remember when we left. So it had to have been before 3:30 that we left. So by 7 o'clock, I'm not sitting down for dinner. My mom was probably just like, she's with a friend or, just doing something like, with the friend, like around the block or something. My mom would have never have thought, and like back in those days, she wouldn't have been one to get upset or like, worried until the streetlights came on. Now, if those streetlights came on and my brother came in and I didn't come in and she went outside and she whistled, she did the double finger whistle and I didn't immediately respond, even if I was 2 streets over. Yes, ma'am. No, I didn't have to say that. Just say mom or, what I mean? Like she would do that. She would whistle for us. And we always knew it was our mom. Then she would start to get worried. That's when, but I called her literally like right in that little window. So she was worried, but not like she would have been if, it would have been like a couple days, like, poor Amethyst. Now, when my mom and dad did come pick me up, I knew to go to a hospital. I was smart enough to know I was in Cincinnati. I was 2 hours away from the town I grew up. And I remember looking up and being like, where can I go? And I saw a big H on the side of like, a skyrise. And I'm like, that's the hospital. Go to the hospital. Like, so as soon as I walked in, I saw a cop standing there, like security. I was like, security, I'm gonna run away. I said, I need to talk to you. And I told him what happened. And he said, sit right here. I'm going to call your parents. I'm going to get you a phone. Because I didn't have a cell phone at the time. That's how young I was. I was 15 or 16. It was right before I got a cell phone. So Probably got me a cell phone after that. But I remember we had to call, and then my friend came in and he's like, I'm not going if you're not going. And we both waited for our parents. And I think that was just his excuse because he didn't want to go. He didn't want to run away. So our friends ended up running away. They ran away. They got all the way to Vegas almost. We're from Ohio. They got that far. Crazy. My dad was drinking beers on the way to come in to get me. My mom was like, just take your cooler, Kenny. My dad was freaking out after he found out that I ran away. Like, he didn't freak out until he found out. Yeah, my dad. Me too, Cheryl. Glad I'm okay. I did some crazy stuff as a kid, though. I mean, we all do. We all think we're like immortal, or like, nothing bad can happen. I do. I did anyway. What did Badger say? There's no reason for any adult to think this was serious. I was always kept extra clothes in my backpack because I did the theater dance class after school. And she was like, yeah, but you packed. That's funny. I used to pack a bunch of stuff for school. But I did pack. I packed a bag, I think. It was like a little bag. I said bye to my dog. Made a whole theatrical scene out of that, I'm sure. I was good other than that one thing, Southern Slice, until my 20s. And I got a little wild and crazy, but I was so good. I never got detention. I never got in school, none of that stuff. Like, I was always the person that was like, I wasn't very fun, I guess. I mean, I was a lot of fun, but I don't know. No, actually, when we were younger, I guess we were kind of wild. But I don't know. Our parents knew how to handle us. As long as we were home by like 10 o'clock, my mom was good with us during school night. We were always home before then. She was always like, just be home at 10. And we would always come home by 9 o'clock and no later. And I don't know why me and my brother did that. We always just did. We always came early home. Like, just, I guess it was a respect thing, And then if we ever got in trouble, we'd just go to mom. That's what we do. And she said, don't tell your father. And that's what we did. You know what I mean? Like, I ran away when I was 14. I thought we were skipping school and going to the movies, but ended up in the Poconos. Stephanie, my mom used to go to the Poconos. She used to like make it. I think I don't know if like rich people lived in the Poconos back in the 70s or what was up with the Poconos in the 70s. But my mom always talked about going there. I thought she talked about skiing there, baby. Do they have mountains in Poconos? Let me know. And I know that Brian Koberger's from there. Speaking of which, let's say I don't really have too much more to show you on here. I could show you the video, but I won't do that to you guys. What was I gonna say? Now I can't remember what I was gonna say. It was something had to do with, I don't know. That's okay. Maybe it was something with. No, we talked about the Poconos. I don't know. Are you in a new apartment, Mary Beth? I was trying to read the chat. Like, I was trying to go back and read yours. So you didn't have to like write it all out again because I feel bad. Something's new. Let me know. I might be able to tell you how to clean it. I'm really good with that kind of stuff. Like, white vinegar takes out a lot of smells. If not, we can look it up. Packed a barbecue suitcase. Oh my gosh, barbecue suitcase. I could see me doing that. I probably did that at one point. I remember being a kid and I'll always have, I can put myself back into this like little spot, and it's me riding into Philadelphia from Ohio. It's a 10-hour drive. And my dad had to get me for Christmas the biggest Barbie house. Like, it was my mom. I mean, I remember it. It was huge. 2-story, the whole deal, right? This is back in like the early 90s, really early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And my dad didn't think about that. He's going to give it to me for Christmas and we're not going to bring it back in a box. It's going to be out of the box. So my dad had ended up taking it all apart. So he put it together for the trip and then he had to take it all apart and then he had to put it back all together because he didn't think about it. I just thought that was pretty funny. You always thought met with an online perfect. He see that Sebastian could have like, I mean, he had internet access. As much as he says he didn't have internet access, he had internet access. I was all the way back up there. Now she weren't a member? Well, welcome. Welcome. I thought you were. Oh, okay. I can see the message now. It didn't come up. Oh, like they didn't take their doll. Oh man, no, Mary Beth. That's the worst. Just rip up those carpets. Okay, I don't think you could do that per your lease, but I did. We did. We did. This used to be a dog room at one point. Like we had our dog cages in here because we used to put them in cages, like these huge. I mean, the whole room would took up 2 cages. Like they were massive, but I couldn't do it to them anymore, and I ended up pretty much staying home with them. But this room would just smell because it was the dogs. Like it just smelled like dogs, because dogs they can get dirty. They, if we don't bathe them every 2 weeks, they start to smell a little like doggies. But what happened was they came in, they laid in new carpet for us, but they laid it in wrong. So there was like lines where they were cutting it, but not running it, not to a runner. They weren't putting it to like a runner where you could put a runner down. So it was fraying. And I'm like, are we going to keep it like this? Is this how we're doing things right now? So little by little, when I mean little, I mean like chunks. I started ripping the carpet out of this place. I was like, Vincent, we got to change this. If we're going to stay here, because it's just when you have animals and carpets, like it can just absorb the smell of animals. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, I can't handle animal smell. I can't handle anything that smells bad. My nose is sensitive. Like I'll straight throw something away before I like even wash it. I'll just get rid of that. But we usually, these dogs don't do nothing. I mean, look at them. They don't have accidents. Now Mia will every once in a while, the big one. She does it on purpose. She can hold it. But if you leave her, sometimes she does have like a separation anxiety. But for the most part, she's usually good. But she's just a big baby. Going to a Heart concert at 17, went to Vermont to get a friend. Stopped at Paris Island, Camp Lejeune, ended up in Fort Lauderdale. We did some things to our parents, but our parents did some things to their parents, and the list goes on and on. I hate smelling things too. I saw that there was an active, yeah. That's what he's been doing, sniping people on the interstate. Thanks for gifting a membership. Nash Native, that's so sweet. Thank you. Wow, what are they doing over there in Kentucky? Because I heard it, I saw it. Let me exit out some of this stuff. Really going after Nick on these searches because I'm like, who is this person? Not like searching him, but those companies. So all those companies tie in to Nick and Dog. They're all an entity. Now, I don't know if Dog is hired in by somebody to come in and start chaos in the, on a higher level, like national news, because sometimes he can get on the national news. I mean, he's not a celebrity, but okay. And then maybe Nick the Hat is supposed to work on the YouTube sides, like, and the TikTok, maybe. I don't know if he's on TikTok, but I'm sure he is. And Twitter, like the social media part. But it's not going to work because there's people like me that call out the misinformation when it's like this and it's overly abundant. And it's someone new too. So everyone needs to know. Now, I don't go after, other people that like pull crap. Like I said, I just let them do their thing, whatever they want to do over there. They, people could be doing over there. But this guy is just, everything that came out of his mouth was wrong. And if he calls Katie Kate one more time, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Really felt like I was punching air over here earlier, like last night when we were watching him. I couldn't do that again to myself, but I won't watch him tomorrow Because what he's going to come on and say, I don't have any news. He also said, don't buy a membership because he doesn't have anything extra that he's going to be able to give people. So keep that in mind in the next few days whenever he asks for people to become members, because it's going to happen. He will literally ask for money at some point. It'll happen. It'll happen. They all do. They all do. If he hasn't yet, they will. They all do, you know? I heard the $25,000 that they're going to give is going to be crowdfunded. By which crowd? This crowd that you're trying to, because I mean, that's what Nick's trying to do. Like, he's trying to come in here and get everybody to like him. He just didn't realize which part of the internet he was in, because a lot of y'all called it out. Like, as soon as he would say something that was wrong, I love it. I'm there for that all day long. I am, to see, like, when you can physically see people in the true crime and subscribers get so sick and tired of the misinformation to where they're just like, they're calling it out as soon as it's dropping. They're like, nope, nope, nope. I mean, I was loving it. Because if I did that, I would want you guys to tell me. Like, if I was up here spitting up a bunch of bull crap to you guys, willy-nilly, like, I would want you to be like, Tanya, what are you doing? And I know you guys would. That's what I love about you guys. Yeah, Kenna, how do you not have one? I don't have my memberships on. I turn mine off. I don't want people to know where I'm at. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I feel like everywhere today, though. I've been in everyone's chat today. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go over to Twitter. You reminded me when you said something about Ashley. I was like, what was I doing? I was going to go look to see about the active unaliver. Okay, so we got JLR streaming it. Just released a photo of the suspect. Here it is. Hold on, 32 years old, I think it said. We'll retweet it. Okay. So law enforcement has just released a photo of the suspect, 32-year-old Joseph Couch, involved in the shooting on I-75 near London, Kentucky. At least 7 people are injured, and the suspect is still at large, considered armed and dangerous. Wow. And this is the traffic at the standstill. Okay. Let's see if we can see if this is like live. Okay, so he's just one here. Let's see if JLR is closer. Nope, he's just looking at the flight radar. But wow, they got a lot of people in their chat for that. That's awesome. That's really awesome. 32 years old though. Baby, look, you're a baby, 32 years old. What are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing? What got you here? Like, I mean, really, what got him here? And I hope nothing like on the screen gets me, because we've had like active, pews before, and I've shown a video and like it just didn't even have nothing in it, and they like took down my whole stream. I was like, oh my god. Oh, speaking of which, remember this stream the other day that we were watching, and it cut my stream off, and it said like copyright or something, or it said like something, I did something bad. Well, I won. I appealed it. And I said, no, I commentated behind this whole video the whole time. I never played any of the video. I just commentated while I let you guys watch the flight radar thing. And they released the video. I was like, thank goodness, because I mean, I just don't want anything bad on my thing, Which way is he going? That's a good question. That's a good question. It just says in progress on I-75, numerous people shot. Let's go down a little bit more. What's this? Oh, the broadcast to play. 4 people shot at a gas station off the highway. The shooter is shooting through the woods in the area. Wow. So, what's the point in this? Who are the 4 people? Like, I mean, was it somebody in particular that he was going to that gas station and he's like, "I'm gonna go there"? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know, Mary, but I haven't read it yet. I don't want to. I don't wanna cry. I don't wanna cry for them. I told Vincent about it today. I was so mad. Kohlberger guys change of venue. Vincent said, "What does this mean?" And I said, "This means that the family has to freaking travel 6 hours away, uproot their whole life, maybe lose their homes. They may lose their homes. They may. The Gonzalez's, I don't know if their house is paid for, but if it's not, they're probably terrified they're going to lose it unless they start saving everything. They're not going to be eating out ever. They're not going to be going to no school dinners or school plays or school sporting events because they're going to have to save every penny if they expect to go to a 6-week trial and have money to afford their home and they're away for 6 weeks. Like, tell me, think about it. I'm peed. Sorry, I shouldn't. I gotta wait till we do Idaho. But I'm fired up by that case too. I'm so fired up lately. I don't like cases anymore. I don't like true crime. True crime is true crime right here, and I don't like it. It's just too much. Oh, tell Boo things. I want to give her a hug. You can't. No, I don't even go out. Again, that's what's terrifying. It seems like ever since, and I hate to say it, but the year 2020, I don't even want to go out of my home. I mean, that's when I've really seen it go rampant, like the crime. Amethyst just said, "I like it when you get feisty." I know, I like it when I get feisty too. Vince is gonna be like, "What are you doing in there?" I'm surprised actually he didn't come in last night and be like, "Are you okay?" I was in here laughing so hard I was crying. I was laughing so hard last night. You all had me, I mean, this Nick guy had me laughing and you guys had me laughing in the chat. Like your reaction to him, and it was just, oh my gosh. But I'll make sure we'll have to play tomorrow. I won't listen to him because I can only listen once. And I was like, I listened to all hour, 19-minute of it. And I told you everything he said. I mean, literally, he said when he came on, he's like, "There's no news for Sebastian." And I'm like, is that what you're going to do now? Like, just say every day, come on and gather 400 people in your chat just to tell them there's no news. But we're the crazy ones, right? The YouTubers that's been not covering this case. He said that no one's been covering this case extensively. We've been covering this for 6 months straight. Some channels have written this case for 6 months straight. They have played interviews almost 20 times on their channel. Interviews, guys. You guys have been watching these interviews too with these people for 20 times. And you're chilling in there still going, "Well, never seen this before." The fudge. When you have the creator saying, "Hey, you used my video. I got the copyright notice 16 times. I'm wild tonight. I'm in rare form the last couple nights. Oh, Jay, don't be. Oh, I hope no one gets sad, but it is, yeah. And this case gets you. So many people have put their whole heart into Sebastian. Yeah, when I heard that, I was really upset. I was like, "What do you mean we haven't been covering this case? We've covered everything pretty much, except for I didn't play the interview when Seth was talking about the essay and stuff. I didn't play that. There's some things I just didn't feel was necessary. I didn't even want to talk about it. But then he put it out there and it was like everyone was talking about it. And I was like, well, I can't not talk about it because if I don't talk about it, it looks like I don't know about it or I'm being blinded to it. And I wasn't. I just, we are winning so good right now, Aries. We were earlier anyway. Ohio State. And I think they're still playing because it's 7. It was a 7 p.m. game. So I thought of the dentist that I have today. When I was at the dentist yesterday, she was talking about going to the game this weekend, and like her and this other girl, they're like, "Yeah, we'll go out to the bar and then we'll go do this." And I was just like, "Oh, they'd be in your 20s again." Really, reversed images? Oh, I couldn't imagine. Really, Ladybug, I couldn't imagine that. I mean, it's just people are so mean. They're just mean. And I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. And like like Stephanie says, I go out, but I'm hyper vigilant. Like me too. And I hate that about me. I hate that. And I hate that for you that you have to be like that, because being hyper vigilant means that you are constantly stuck, in this tight position, and that's, to me, that's what I mean, that my psychiatrist says you're hyper vigilant. Like she says it all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I feel like, I feel that. And I feel that I hate when people have to be like that. Just like um the case of Rachel Morin. People were like, well, if she wasn't dressed maybe the way she was dressed, or she didn't have her headphones in that day, or blah, 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 she would have been paying more attention to where she was at. This might not have happened. No, she shouldn't have had to do those things. She should have been able to wear her earphones in her ears with her music all the way up and jog in shorts and a tank top, or shorts and a bra or sports bra, or whatever she wanted to wear. That's not what she was wearing. I'm just saying, that's what I'm just saying in general, whatever she wanted to wear. And it's just really sad that you can't even like just go to the store without risking something bad happening. I mean, like literally, like this guy is unaliving people off the highway. These people are just driving down the damn highway. I couldn't imagine going 50, 65, 70 miles per hour and the person beside me just gets like shot. What? Do you know what I mean? It's scary. I don't want to make you guys scared to go out. Like, I'm making you even more scared, but man. For 3 years you had your child? JJ, you're blessed to get your baby back after 3 years. Vinnie Politan did it special. See, Evelyn Boswell, isn't that an older case? I thought that was, yeah. And because I was wondering, I saw that he was covering it, and I was like, something coming up is her. I thought the trial and everything was done with Evelyn. Maybe we just didn't cover her case on the channel. But I don't know why we wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because we cover a lot of cases. Oh, I don't know. How many does he have, Mary Beth? Is it a lot? Because I've seen pictures of the kid, like the gun with the parents and stuff. Like, now, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like the parents should have some culpability, of course. And that kid was what, 14, 15? It's just, your kids, I mean, people cannot be having mental breakdowns and they could be smiling and making you laugh. Look at Robin Williams, So it's almost like, I don't know. So I'm trying to think of it like if something were to happen like that. I don't know. I guess you should always just make sure you know where your weapons are all the time. And don't let your kids just have access to them. Yeah. Survival mode. Oh, don't tell me that, Nash Native. Motherhood made my anxiety 10 times worse. I don't even want to think about it. The anxiety. Oh my gosh. I have anxiety so bad. It's like, I don't know why it's so bad. It's like debilitating. Little about me, but that's okay. The stereotypes and ridiculous ideas of so and so should have. Yeah. Will never excuse the crime. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Hey, Wanda. Welcome in. We're just chit-chatting. We just had our live. We're just chit-chatting now. So parents need to be parents. They do. Yeah, they do. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Wanda, you make a great point. And I'm going to say, my mom teeter-tottered on that fence. Do you know what I mean? Of being a friend and being a parent. And I love my mother. I would never change a thing about her. She was a saint. That woman was like a little saint. But I wish she was a little harder on me growing up. I wish she would have been a little harder on me. I got it a little too easy. You know what I mean? I was the baby. My brother was 9 years older. I had it too easy. Like, but I think I don't know. I probably want the same relationship because we had such a good relationship. And it wasn't an enabling type of deal or nothing. It was just very open relationship. But yeah, if any parent gives access to pew-pews and your child comment, yeah. I mean, some people like go hunting. I mean, my brother does with his kids since they were babies almost. Like, I don't know how old my nephews were when my brother first started taking them. I know that he trained them with weapons. I mean, my nephew's 21 now. I mean, he could walk around with a rifle and I would not think twice about it. He could have one in each hand and I wouldn't think about it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're hunting people. Hunting people, that sounds bad, but they're hunting folks. You know, they like to go hunting. So I could just see I could see my 10-year-old nephew holding like a little rifle, and I probably wouldn't say anything to him neither, because I don't know. I think that because they're just so conscious about things, but oh no, is that what it was, Linda? Oh, well then no, you don't need an AR kind of like gun. You don't no semi-automatic. Like, yeah, that's when it goes from, like if it had to been an automatic, because that's why it got so many people. So yeah, that's when the parents should be held accountable, is when you're given these kids that, yeah, no, Linda, yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. No kid does. I know. I miss my parents. Damn it. I miss what I could tell them, if that makes sense. Like what I would tell my parents. I would really just like to tell them or ask them a couple things, but I would really like to tell them just like that they did a great job. Like they did it. I would tell them that they did it if they could hear me. Because I mean, look, I'm cool. I'm with you guys. My brother's cool. He's with his family. My sister-in-law has kids, so we're cool. Really, reversed images? Such a short amount of time. My dad's been 16 years. My mom's been 8, 9. It'll be 9 years this month or next month. It's 10 days after my birthday. So it'll be 9 years, because me and Vincent will be together 9 years this year. And we got together right after he had to deal with me. So Southern Slice of True Crime said, I took my hunter safety course at 14, taught my girls at 14. But I don't know how old my brother's kids were. They weren't babies. I mean, they were little, like under 10, because my nephew's, I don't know how old he is. He's like 10 or 12 now. I don't know. They're all growing up so fast. He's probably 11. He'll probably be 11, or he just turned 11. Or 12. He just turned 12. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do the math in my head. So I would say he's been hunting every bit of 10 years. But how could he be hunting like that? Like since he was 2, 3, and 4? I mean, my mom was around 4, maybe 4 or 5. He was young. I should call my brother and ask him. Really? And they on the same thing. Reverse images that happened to my sister-in-law. Her parents almost died to almost like a year, I think. The same day, but on a year. Yeah, amethyst. I think my nephew's got like a little rifle, like starting out with. You got a 22 rifle for Christmas. When I was around 9, I put in safety classes and training on how to properly use them. Yeah, my mom is a CCP instructor. Oh, wow. So you had the best of the best instructing. It is terrifying when a parent allows access to pew-pews. Yeah. Both my brother and my sister-in-law, they both work. My sister-in-law, I'm sorry, she works in government. My brother doesn't. He is a welder, in the union, but they both have taken concealed carry classes, and they both stay up to par on the courses and everything like that. I remember when they first took the test, because it was something they were going to do together. My brother's always been like a hunter type, country kind of boy. She's more of a city girl, but they're trying to do things together. So they went and they got their gun license together. They taught the kids, how to properly use them. I can only imagine my brother's probably the best teacher in the world, because he's so patient and good. he's good at explaining things. He's very patient. So, wow, Judy, I believe that your mom could have held one. Yeah, my mom moved when we didn't think she would ever move again. I mean, again, my brother got to the hospital and he put his head down to like whisper in her ear, and she moved her cheek like you could so she could rub his cheek with her cheek. And I mean, I was like, done, son. When I saw that, the tears were just, they came. The tears were tearing, but I'm glad that she saved that. Save that. What, you say you taught her left-handed? I'm blind in my right eye. I don't do nothing with my left hand though. That's like, I should. I don't. But I do. I mean, I should. It makes sense. I always use my right. I run into things like I've got like little boo-boos on my knuckles because I bump things with my hands because I'm like, Mary Beth. The only gun I shot was the basic training, and I almost got a panic attack, but I got through it. I almost had a panic attack, but I got through it. Poor Mary Beth. It was probably a big gun for you. Oh, Judy, I wish I would have been able to do that with my mom. She had to be in the hospital at the end, but I think she needed to be in the hospital. We wanted to make sure she went, without needing anything at all, because she had organ failure though. I don't know. I wish she could have been at home though, but I was there with her. Me and my brother, but we're both with her. He was on one side, I was on the other. That was like one of the longest days of my life. It was weird because I left the hospital and I didn't want to be like at home, but I didn't want to be like really anywhere else. So I just like kind of I went and hung out with one of my friends. I remember. Serious, are you down in Kentucky? That's what we were talking about. Oh, I didn't even know. I didn't know what was really happening. They had to tell us. I was actually at work that morning. And I called my aunt. She's like, get to the hospital. And I'm like, what do you mean? She said, I don't think your mom will be here past lunch. She made it till almost 5. So, but she was comfortable, and I wouldn't want. I think this whole world would be so confusing to my mom, like this world that we're living in, just in general. Like, I don't know if she would have went with the times. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if she would have grasped the technology and the everything. Like, she was still writing checks and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was barely using a credit card. We were trying to get her to like use our debit card. So I don't know. I just, wherever she's at, she's safe. Oh, you're working, Sirius? Let's go check and see what's going on over there again. Okay. Let's go to the top and we'll just refresh the page. Let's see if they caught this guy. Police arrest records reveal that the London, Kentucky suspect, oh, look, there he is. Look at him again. 32-year-old Joseph A. Couch, who's responsible for gunning down 7 people on I-75, was previously arrested for terroristic threatening. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. YouTube, don't you dare get me. In the 3rd degree on February 8th of this year, as well as for a DUI back in 2020. He is still at large. Okay, who cares about the DUI? But I mean, not who cares, but he was previously arrested in February 8th. That's the day of my accident. February 9th was. What is going on with these judges? They let out known terrorists and illegals. Okay, I don't know about that, but If reports are right, I'm just reading this, so I don't know if this is true, but it says him buying an AR-15 in 2000. Oh wait, and 2000 rounds this morning are correct. Makes you wonder how he passed the background check. Yeah, I used to call them in. They're kind of hard to pass. Foxtrot, Tango, you got whiskey, like the words you got to say those words. I used to call them in when I worked at a sporting goods place when I was in my 20s. Wow. It says that arrest would have been reported and put him in the no-buy list with the ATF. Yeah, you would think. And it says right here, they said he bought AR-15 and 2,000 rounds. Wow. The dude he wants to go out blaze of glory with 2,000 rounds. He came prepared. Be very careful. Everybody be careful that lives out that area. Or just be careful. Just wherever you live, go lock your door. Seriously, if your front door right now is unlocked and you're like, damn, Tanya, I don't want to go lock it. I'm sitting here, I'm listening, I'm watching the chat. No, we don't want you in here. We want you to go lock your door and then come back. We love you. Go lock your door and then come back. Because, man, it's scary out there, and I care about all you guys. We'll be waiting. Really? Your background check in less than 5 minutes? I never could get a background check right away. Maybe it was something with me. Maybe it was something with my voice. I don't know. We need a second opinion, but it's probably the people that were applying. But I've had to have seconds and stuff like I've had them come back to me. You try telling somebody no, a hunter that wants to go hunt on a Saturday afternoon that they cannot buy ammunition or something they'll be like, what? Like, what do you mean the FBI said I can't? I called and they said you can't have it. Yeah, check your windows. Yeah. I live up on the second floor. I live up really high. I don't think they can get in my windows. Plus, we have sliding windows. I'd throw Vincent to that side. Yeah, right. He'd throw me in front of him and run. He would never. He would never do that. But yeah, check your windows. Make sure you have a dog. I have 2 if you want to borrow one of mine. They do bark at everything and everybody. They act like they're going to bite somebody. Like the brown one tried to bite the neighbor. It was a guy. He just moved in. She was like, Araya, she's as sweet as could be, but I think she was telling that guy, like, what's up? Like, that's my mom. Don't mess with her. Like, because I had them in my hands. I don't know. Me too, Mary Beth. I want them found. I want all of this just to be like over with. But it's almost to the same point as if we found him, I don't even know what would happen. Would he go home? Would he go into protective services? I wonder if SF's going to find something when he goes out there and he does his aerial and he starts searching. Because I fully still in my heart, I think I said a half a mile from the home. I've been saying I think he's a half a mile from the home. SF investigates on his Twitter the other night. He said he believes that he's within a mile from the home. And so I don't know. Me too. And I'm ready to move on to another one. Now I feel like I got this my personal vendetta against this Nick guy. I got to go head to head with him. No, I don't really have to, but it is going to be funny just to everything he says is say, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. We're just going to have to, ride it out and see what happens. That's what, hopefully Sebastian's found unharmed. Now, if it was a friend, another kid or something, I just don't know how they would hide him out for this long unless they did something to him. Even if it's an adult, I just don't. It would be really hard, right? To hide a kid out for this long. I mean, unless you're in the woods and you don't have internet or telephone or I don't know. I don't know. I hope he will. I hope he'll just, I hope the trash takes himself out in this case. I really do. Let me see what's going on with this guy, though. This is so crazy about this guy with the pew-pew. So 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago, what's the latest? If we go to the top. Oh, wait. What's his name? What was that guy's name? There he is. What's his name? Joseph Couch. Oh, look. 7 minutes ago. This was at 8:52. This was a few hours ago. Below is an individual. It says Joshua Couch. It just says that. I don't think you can scroll down. No, you can't. It's just a picture of it. I can't hear it.
Do not have any more information beyond that. We were not able to confirm their conditions. As you said, the mayor is saying that there were 5 in stable condition, but we were not able to independently confirm the patients here at UK. So right now.
Oh, this is right up. What's his name's alleyway? Nick the Hat. Why isn't he on the case? We got a suspect. We have a crime over here. We have a crime. We actually have one. We have one. We are a true crime channel, and I have to give you at least one crime tonight because I mean, literally, there's no crime yet in Sebastian's case. There's not yet. There's no. I don't want to say yet, but there's no crime been committed in Sebastian Rogers' case. This is a crime though, right here. So he's shot 7 people, but from what we know, it didn't say that anybody was dead, which is that's great news if that's what has happened. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I hate for people to have to be shot, but in general, but I think that, I mean, if it looks like everybody's been okay. I hope so. Because it just said like, no, it didn't say anyone was dead. It says multiple victims are at the University of Kentucky Hospital. Oh my gosh, this guy's in his car. Looks like he's coming off the interstate. Yeah, he is. Look, he's coming off the interstate while all these cars are stuck going on it. Well, no way, Jose. You were to leave these people out there like sitting ducks? Like they're just imagine. That's scary. That's scary. You can't even get off the interstate if you want to. You can't even get off of it. You're literally a sitting duck because of all that back-to-back traffic. Someone was shot in the head. Oh, maybe they got lucky. I mean, there are miracles out there, but they didn't say anything they didn't say anyone was unalive yet, but they might not. But look at all that. You see me hopping over this right here, and I'll be running the other direction. Leave my car. Leave it. I'll be hitchhiking. Leave my car. I don't care. Take it. Oh, they're trying to reroute the traffic. Look at how this is like empty. Wow. Oh, is this his kids? He has a child. That's so sad. There he is right here. Look at the faces on the other people. That looks like a younger picture of him. Wow. Armed and dangerous. Wow. And he was arrested before. We said 5 people injured. It says Bolo, Jennifer Coffindaffer. Police are released. Okay. What's this?
Hello, London. This is Mayor Weddle. Many of you are aware that we currently have a situation just north of town at the exit 49. I would like to say at this time that all of our first responders are safe. I've been in communication with all the ones that I possibly can at this time. They're giving me regular updates. The suspect or suspects have not been apprehended at this time, but they are searching for them. Currently, we do have command posts set up at the 909 and US 25. And I want to first thank all of our first responders, law enforcement, rescue squad, the Laurel County Sheriff's Department, the state police, the FBI, everybody that's assisting in this. Governor Beshear's office who has reached out, as well as the White House. We thank everybody for their prayers.
Oh, dang, the White House.
Throughout the community, thank you as well. And just keep our first responders in your prayers. But I wanted to give everybody just
hold on a second. Biden's awake this late? I'm just kidding.
The subject or
I'm just kidding.
subjects have not been apprehended, but they are searching for them. Where they are currently, that is some rugged terrain and a lot of tree lines. If you guys know northern part of Laurel County, it's just.
So they said something about they were going to release canines. I have to stand up for a second. I got like a Charlie horse in my leg, but I don't think that they haven't found him, obviously. I wonder if this guy did have like a vehicle or a second vehicle where he maybe stopped at the gas station with his car, dropped the car off there, walked into the woods from the gas station. I don't really know the case yet. We just start talking about it. So I'm just kind of going off of what we saw, but maybe he had like maybe there's a tree line or something, and that's where he was shooting from. But maybe on the other side of that tree line, there was a car to where he could get back into the vehicle. We'll listen to this though before we end the live. We'll see what he has to say.
What it is. But I'm confident they will apprehend them. We are asking everybody in the city of Lemons to be vigilant and know what your surroundings. If you're home, keep your doors locked. I'm not asking anybody to panic. There is no immediate danger here in the city. But again, while these guys or this person is on the loose, we are asking everybody to be safe. If you're out and about, just be vigilant. We want to try to keep everybody in this community safe. And we do have the Manchester PD. They have.
This is the mayor's special way of saying, everybody get home, and lock your doors, but don't be scared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want anyone to be scared, but at the same time, like, because he's saying like, be vigilant, or like, just be like looking around be aware of your surroundings. Now, if this was me, I'd be like, go home just for tonight.
Came over to assist us. We want to thank the mayor and the PD there and the chief of police for sending those units to us, and all the other surrounding counties and city police departments that has called and sent units or offered to help in some way. This goes back to showing you what a great state that we live in, what a great community that we live in, and all the residents that's asked, what can we do? Your city council members, thank you for texting and getting updates and checking on our men that is currently out of searching for this individual or individuals.
That's scary.
Currently, they were 7. I'm being told 7 people that was injured. Not all of them was gunshots. Some of them was due to an accident. There is no deceased at this time. No one was killed from this, thankfully. But we ask that you continue to pray. Watch my Facebook, watch the city Facebook. We'll update you as the night progresses. I told our men that I won't go home until they do. So I'm going to be at City Hall and in town helping out wherever I can. We just ask that you continue to pray that all of our men, all the state police, the FBI, the sheriff's department who's leading this investigation, everybody to be safe. Pray for their safety. Pray they all come home tonight. The EMS, all the first responders. Dispatch did a tremendous job here so far tonight as well. We just thank everybody that's been involved. Pray for our community. Pray for those that's been affected. And again, watch our Facebooks. Watch for updates as we get them. But we are asking you to be vigilant. If you are out and about, be vigilant. If you don't need to be out tonight, I'm asking you just to go home, secure yourselves there, watch the TV. But
look at them.
There's no real reason. If you don't have no real reason to be out, don't be out tonight.
And he says that with conviction because he squints his eyes when he really means something. I could tell already, and I've only met the guy. But when he said prayers, he squinted. We just said that he squinted real hard. Like,
again, London, we thank you. We appreciate all the support. Keep our first responders in this community in your prayer. Thank you.
I feel bad for that guy. He said he's not leaving. That's what it feels like. Like the Cavalcante case. That's what it almost feels like when I go over here to like Twitter because I see like JLRs on top of it. He's just watching he was just watching the flight tracker, but he's got 3K people in there. Like just watching this. Oh wait, he's actually talking. So what's he saying? Is he? No, he's not. Oh, there he goes.
I know some people were like, "That's so wrong. Why would you call his mom?" Well, obviously his mom seems like she knows what's going on.
Hold on a second. Did JLR call his mom? Get out of here, JLR. No, you didn't.
She is aware. She is aware.
It's not letting me go back. Okay, we got to go to his page. Hold on. No, hold on. I thought we were getting off here, but hold on a second. Did you call the suspect's mom's house, JLR? For really? For realsies? Okay, I was looking at something else that could caught my attention. JLR. 7.9K in his chat on YouTube. I should have shut this live down and restarted it with this guy. Just kidding. Just kidding. That's what we're here for, you know. Someone just said unsubscribe in his chat, so he must have really called the mom. Hold on. He really did. I just smelled my drink. Good thing there was really nothing in it. I didn't know if you heard that, but JLR's making this noise like choo 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 as he's dialing her number, the mom's number. Oh my gosh, JLR! Let me see the shit. He called his mama. Called his mama. Why would you do that? Sorry, I just got to get this really quick. It's just like a little bit of soda, but I didn't want it to get really sticky or anything. Okay, let me play this for you. Let me go back.
Loretta.
Look at this.
All right, let's see. 6. All right, we're gonna call his mom.
What is going on here?
It's ringing.
This is what you don't want to do when you're in true crime. JLR calling his mama.
Now we're just gonna inform her what's going on.
Yeah, he's just gonna yell at her a little bit, like he does the Buster and Alec Murdaugh and Richard Allen, and who else he went and yelled at? Candace and Dawn Wells.
Yeah.
I'll keep it ringing.
I don't know. You know, sometimes family members aren't aware. You know.
670.
Oh, she hung up on me.
Oh, okay. So he did call back. Okay, I'll say he's no quitter. She hangs up on him. Oh my gosh.
1171.
Oh, what was that? Oh, that was the later.
Going out there to your past Chance Road. Third driveway on the left.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Loretta.
Yeah.
Hi. JLR Investigates. Obviously, you know what's going on with your son.
Who is this?
JLR Investigates. We're on YouTube right now. We are a news organization. What's going on with Joseph? Oh, she hung up on me. She hung up on me. She hung up on.
JLR, no. Why did he do that? Why? Oh my gosh. What are you doing? You called his mama? Me running away right now, it seems so small in the scheme of things. Like when I mean, you know, like if we want to make this a full circle, us talking about running away or us running away as kids, we didn't go this far. He called his mama. I don't know whether I should I probably should be mortified, but I'm laughing because it's so mortifying. I could not imagine. His mama sounded so sweet. Did you hear her? She sounded so sweet. She did. She said, "Who is this?" Oh, And he said JLR and you're on YouTube. Oh gosh. Can you imagine if that is your entry into YouTube? Oh, he called the mama. No, he called that. He called. No, that's why I'm like, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Because it's funny. It's hilarious, but it's like not. It's like at the same time, it's mortifying. I don't know, you know? But then again, it's like we shouldn't think, we should not expect anything more out of JLR. We should actually. We should expect more, but we don't. We should though. No, I'm not. Yeah, I can't with people like this. This is just too much. Like, his mama sounded real sweet. Loretta, yeah. You know, anybody with the name Loretta is sweet. That name just sounds sweet. Only JLR would do it. Yeah. And he said JLR investigate. When he said YouTube, I literally was like, oh my, I covered my face. I was so embarrassed. Let's see if he calls back. Oh my God, if he calls back. Oh. Don't do it again. Don't call back.
Call me. We won't call her back.
Oh, here we
The
go.
mom. The mom's answering. She listen.
He said he ain't gonna call her back. Okay. Man. Like, so I mean, what if you didn't know? What if you're watching the news and you're finding out with everybody? Because you have to be, right? So you probably see your phone ring in a couple times, the same number back to back. I don't know what made her answer it. Unless she maybe has somebody from the Florida area or whatever area code JLR is using, that's where he's from. Maybe she thought it was a family member. Like, okay, so if my phone were to ring right now and it were to say, let's say Fort Myers, Florida, I would answer it even if there was no name, because I would think that's my Aunt Debbie calling, calling to tell me something. That's what happened last time when she had to call and tell me about something. I didn't have her number saved, her new number. So maybe his mom thought that, like, she thought it was a family member trying to reach out. And she's like watching the news and she's probably all like freaking out because that's your child, your son doing this. And you pick up the phone to hear, you're confused because you hear like, hello? And you're like, hello? Who's this? JLR investigates. You're on YouTube with 7.9K people watching in the chat right now. How do you feel about your son doing what he's doing? I never answer my phone either, Catherine, but I did when I said Fort Myers. I just, something in me knew to answer it. I knew it wasn't a telemarketer. I don't know why that day I knew, but it was my aunt calling. Or she thought it was police or detectives. Yeah. And then maybe she was like, I better answer it because I don't want to get in trouble. Loretta, if you're out there, I mean, you're out there. I'm sorry that you're, sorry. From the whole true crime community. I'm sorry. Because I don't think that Loretta had anything to do with her son buying an AR-15 and 2,000 rounds, like, he's a grown man. This ain't a kid, going into a school. So, wow. I didn't expect to be on this long. Again, we went like another 2.5, 3 hours tonight. But it's fun talking to you guys. And Catherine said I never answer my phone unless I know who it is. I usually don't either. And I get so many phone calls from people wanting to give me millions of dollars. They're never going to give me millions of dollars. I don't know why they keep saying they want to give me millions for my business. It's not worth millions. Why are you offering me millions for a business that's not worth millions? But, they keep calling. Like, they'll be like, we'll give you like this loan for whatever. And it's just like, I need to get that phone number like off of wherever it's at. The cops will be paying her a visit shortly. Yeah. The classic one. This has been going on for a while though. So they may have already been there. I wonder how close this is. Thanks, Diane. I wonder how close this is from his mom's house. I'm just curious. Now let's see what is going on out here. So they're just that's the play radar. Poor lady is a nervous wreck. Oh wait, is he talking to the mom? No. Oh, I think
Very
it's just the
telling.
people in here. I think it's just the people on the flight radar. We watched that when they brought Kohlberger, you know, over from PA. I don't know. It's by Whitley or Whitney Branch Veterans Park, London. It's going towards London from, I don't know. Well, that's Pittsburgh all over there. But that's not, I don't know. Let's see if we can see the flight radar a little
Still
better.
fueling.
Flight traffic 2346. Studio 61.
I don't know. Look at all that wooded area. Oh, there's one little airplane, but I don't know if that's not the one that they're looking at. Wow. Let's see if we can find anything on Twitter again real quick. I'm like really interested in this. It's like almost like, do situations like this make you want to buy a weapon or make you want to stay far away from them? You know, I mean, I don't know. So there's no helicopter overhead 5 minutes ago. So whatever JLR's watching, well, I don't think he's watching the flight right
Possibly
now.
with an AR-15.
But yeah, like they're not flying anymore. But I think that he knows that maybe because he's not really doing anything. Like they're just,
Joseph Couch, 32 years old.
but everything that JLR is telling the 7.9K people in his chat, I've already told you guys. Like I already got all that out. You know what I mean? It's like I'm telling you, you guys get some good news over here with me. I'm gonna pat myself on the back tonight. I always try to give you the news. Plus, it's nice to just talk about something else for a minute, you know? Okay, yeah. We want to talk about Kohlberger for just 1 second. Did everyone find out? Everyone heard that he has a change of venue? I feel like I'm a little more calm now. I can talk about it. Because I get sleepy every once in a while, you know? I just get tired. I've been listening to it. My son on his way home from Ohio. Green Eyed Monster, where is he from in Ohio? If you don't mind me asking, I'm from Ohio. Where's he flying into? See, it's good to see you guys all in the chat with me still for like 3 hours. You guys are the best. You guys really are. You guys like really like pull through whenever you just want to hang out and talk to some people, you know? You guys always stay with me. Wait a minute. Where's Wist been? Where the hell's Wist been? I just thought of that. She hasn't been in our chat in a couple weeks. I don't think I have her email. Son of a bitch. She's my trial girl. Hey, KCG. Welcome back. It hasn't even been about, we've been talking about this case with the active, shooter. And we talked about running away from home, how that was. I like getting your guys' point of views from, and like getting like what you guys would have done back at that age, or like asking those type of questions. Do you know what I mean? Because we could do this where I could, I don't know, like I could make it to where it's like all about me and my experiences, but I like it to make it about everybody's experiences. Cause I think all of us have either had like, in some instances, like drastically different experiences in life growing up. And then I think in a lot of ways we've had like very similar, do you know what I mean? So it's nice to hear, your guys' opinions. And I haven't seen her in a while neither. I don't know. It might've even been longer than that. And I know that Brooks at Crime Lions and Lies, she used to be a mod over there, but I don't know if she still is. I'd have to look because then I can ask Brooks, but I don't want to ask her if she's no longer a mod. because I don't want to bring up, anything. I don't know, but because I'm just saying this case is just everyone's shifted position. So reversed images, me too. I only people I talk to are online. Me too, pretty much. And I'm okay with that. I have friends outside of YouTube, or I don't even really have. You guys are my friends, and like, yeah, I don't really have creator friends. I don't talk to people behind the scenes or do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to people in chats like all the time, like other creators, but I don't know. I actually like today, Steven went live. And so I hopped in to say hi, just show my support to Steven, and Queen Bee was in there. So me and her were just talking, and it was nice to talk to another creator for a minute, just to say, hi, how are you? And there was only like 40 people in there. It wasn't like overwhelming. So it's always nice to talk to like other creators, but I like talking to you guys. She is still a mod. Okay. Cat's Life. Okay. I haven't been over there forever and a day. I don't know why. I haven't. And, I didn't think this case was going to last this long. So she's still mods. Okay. I like Wist. She's a really good person. You could tell she doesn't take no shit. And I like that. Yeah, she's been in here. I know that Brooks was in here. She was in here not too long ago, but yeah, but Wist hasn't. I don't, because I have been ostracized from my family, everyone I know, including family. Oh, we're not here. Reversed images. Hey, Mike. Is it Mike Oodle? I really like that name, Oodle. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably saying it wrong. We all do need somebody, Wanda. We do. You interviewed with Brooks months ago? Southern Slice. Would you interview with her with? I didn't know that. You keep getting gifted memberships there? It's Irish. I'm Irish. O'Toole. Oh, now I got it. Yeah. I like the way I said it first. O'Toole. Is it Tooley or Tool? Either way. Irish. Oh, you talked about Sebastian? I didn't know that you went on there. I'll have to go over there and check it out. I like your picture. It's cute. With your pie. Oh, there's my dog. She's like, it's been 2.5 hours. Oh, she actually sat her head up tonight. Let me get this up right. Oh, she's actually walking over here. There she is. She's stretching. She's got to stretch her long neck. Oh, where's she going? Can you hear her little claws? I got to cut them. Hi, I see you. She's trying to get my hand to like. She's getting mad. Look, I see you. She just wants me to pay attention to her for a minute. She might have to go out. You're a good girl, Mia. I could sit here all night if I just put my hand on her. She just will, if I take it away, she'll see. She doesn't want me to take it away. Oh, yeah, send me some. Wanda, I'm not having summer weather anymore. It was 66 today here. Thanks, Diane. She's my girl. She's my pretty girl. Yeah, aren't you? With your big old ears. She's beautiful. She needs a bath, but she's so shiny. So shiny. They call her like Weimaraners, they call them the gray ghost, because people, I guess they're mesmerized over these dogs too. Cause like from far away when you're walking them, I never see my dog far away, but they shimmer like the way that they walk. So it looks like they're like disappearing, in certain, like when you look at them certain ways, it's like, is it an effect? But, she's like 80 pounds of pure muscle. She can drag me around this whole apartment complex if she wanted to. Okie dokie, Mia. Look, your sister's waking up too. You woke up your sister. Look. Did you sleep good? Did you sleep good, Ronnie? Okay, I'll jump off here. But I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow Today's Saturday, isn't it? I always be forgetting what day it is. We might do a day live tomorrow. Because I've noticed a lot of people have been doing day lives and they've been going over pretty well. Maybe we'll do like Idaho and do like read some of the documents. I know some of them are just like redundant and not like they have nothing good in them. So I'm not going to read, I'm going to read them all and give you guys an update on each one, but I'm not going to read through some of them that, we've read through the same kind of sort of documents before, but we will read through the change of venue and all of that. I really genuinely was shook when Nash came in and was like, change the venue, because I thought with them making the trial in June, I thought for sure they would just take it and put it over to the high school, because June is when kids are out of high school and they were talking about having it over there. I think that this should have been tried into another county closer to Lates Hall for the families, because they're victims. Because their victims were their kids and their names or their voices are silenced. So now I don't know. Weimaraner. Yeah. I'm going to have to put some cute pictures up that I took today of them. I did say I took some cute pictures when they were laying in the bed, because I said, man, we just need more. You need a bath tomorrow. That's what we'll do. Yeah. I'm going to try to get Vincent to bathe these dogs more. Y'all stink. Y'all be stinky. I kid. Not really. She sleeps on my pillows too. She has to be in the pillows. I'm going to take you. Okay. I'm bothering her. I'm going to take her. I don't know if she really has to go. She might just want my attention, but, oh, that was a job. I'm going to give her one tomorrow. Actually, Vincent will, because they're huge and they're messy. We have a dog bathing place, like 2 doors down where at the clubhouse. They put in a dog bathing station. It's beautiful in there. It's like really, really nice. It's like a pampering center for the dogs. So instead of putting them in our tubs and having all that hair and the water and the mess, we just take them 2 doors down. I love it. It's, I guess, one of the perks of living here. That's probably why the rent went up $300 a couple months ago, and they didn't tell us until 2 months ago that it was going to go up $300 a month. Talk about what? I said, we'll be cool. I'm always saying that. We'll be cool. We'll be cool. We always are cool. I will. I'll give her some loving for you. Look at her. She's like, come on, Mom. Okay. Well, I'm going to go. Mia's going to go. Araya's going to get up whenever I get up. But we'll be back tomorrow. They just like being in here nowadays. So I'll be back tomorrow. What else? Anything else? I don't think so. I'm going to double check on that active shooter one more time, because when I get up, I'm going to have to take them out, and then I want to make sure. So they haven't, 12 seconds ago, they're still saying they have not found this guy. Now, if I was the investigators, right, I would go to his mama's. But it says here, breaking news, London, Kentucky, mayor makes statement on I-75 shooting. So he's back. The mayor is back. He says the suspect, Joseph Couch, is at large, but police know the general area he's in. So, and he could go out there and unalive himself. And that's probably what he'll do. Or he'll go out guns a-blazing. You know what I mean? One or the other. It's so sad. That's really sad. Prayers for everybody tonight that we've talked, about, like Katie, Chris, Seth, the whole family, Sebastian, especially Sebastian, all of the victims that are, the 7 victims that were shot tonight or hurt in car accidents because of the shootings. I hope that they are all okay. And I hope that their families of those people, they know where they're at tonight and they know what happened, and they don't just think that they don't know where they are. Do you know what I mean? So just everybody. There's been a lot of victims in this chat tonight. And you know what? For the people that watch Nick's video, we're victims tonight too. We're victims of Nick. I'm going to start holding kind of like AA meetings or something. Nick the Hat meetings. Greenland Monster JLR just called the victim's mom. I mean, not the victim. So sorry. I'm so sorry. The shooter's mom. I cannot believe that. Oh man, he's an idiot. Oh, he's an idiot. Oh, JLR. And I subscribed to him too finally after 2 years. I said maybe, but I think that he didn't call back because of Magnolia. I think that's why. I just have a feeling because she really has been, you know, I feel like making it to where he's not as brazen, you know what I mean? I don't know, wheeling him back in. So, but thank you guys all for being here tonight. I do appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love it. And, you know, yeah. I know I thought about going over there to Nash Native because that's usually where I go. She went live the same time as me and she never usually does. So I didn't get to go over there. But I usually, whenever I like exit out of my screen, I'll go over to another chat. Like I'll go to the live chat tab if I see whoever, like, you know, Jay, Queen. Granny's never live this late at night. Who else do we have that I go to watch? And everyone's gonna be like, those are like kind of drama streams, but they are, but that's what I like to watch. I mean, just because I'm a true crime creator doesn't mean I don't like to watch other things. Doesn't mean I'm going to bring it to my channel. Other than this is my drama with this Nick guy. Demon Dog JLR is very different. I mean, he's gotten people fired from their jobs. He said that he was the uncle of a Sandy Hook victim. There was a child that was killed in Sandy Hook, and JLR said that he was the uncle of the child. He's dirty. I mean, he does it dirty. He does things dirty. Now, I wonder if it's right on her channel because there is a creator that did the best. The best. Right here it is. In my opinion, a review on JLR. And I'm going to put the link in the chat. Just so if you guys are new, if you're not even new, go watch this. Just appease me for one night. And take an hour, put it on 1.25 if you want, but you'll slow it down and go over to Deets on the Streets. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's an amazing creator, very sweet, very courteous, very sweet, very sweet. Click the link, go on over there, and it's called Jonathan Lee Riches, Liar, Hoaxer, Troll. Let's dig into how he became true crime's #1 parasite. It has 22K views. And I'll show you this. Because you're going to be like, that's him? Now, these are all of okay, so this behind him right here, this is all of the court filings that JLR did to somebody else. He tried to sue all these people. Look at this. Like...
The Lochner lawsuit marked a darker turn. A little more than a month later, courts in several states received requests for a restraining order against Jerry Sandusky, the Penn State assistant football coach convicted of child molestation.
She's still scrolling though.
All types similar accusations in all caps.
Do you see she's still scrolling?
Included people calling
themselves... These are all different.
Tom N., Jerry, and Gino Romano. In his injunction, Riches, posing as Jonathan Bollinger, a cousin to Brooks Bollinger, a former Wisconsin Badgers quarterback, alleges that on October 5th, 2002, I went to Camp Randall Stadium to watch my cousin play quarterback against the visiting Penn State Lions. Around the third quarter, I went to the bathroom. While urinating, I was approached by defendant Jerry Sandusky, who said he was traveling with Penn State and asked me if I wanted a signed Joe Paterno autograph. And I told him to leave me alone because I was peeing. And Sandusky said to me, let me touch it, and reached in the urinal and grabbed my penis. Further saying,
he's saying a coach of a major football team or something tried to touch him in a bathroom like he's a little boy or something.
To me, let me make your sexual fantasies come true. I told him, stop molesting me, and I'm reporting him to the police. Sandusky then left, but gave me a fair warning. If you tell a soul I touched your penis, I will kill you, and left. Then after the game, I told my cousin Brooks, head football coach Barry Alvarez, Brian White, and Kevin Cosgrove, who the coaching staff told me they are friends with Sandusky and won't help him.
Look at all these. I'm just trying to show you the charges. These are still flowing, and these are not replicas. She says this. These are not repeats. These are all, like, look at the dates. Well, 123.
Fear Sandusky is going to kill me. I seek a restraining order. Respectfully.
Look, 3.
Jonathan Bollinger. This completely fabricated injunction, ladies and gentlemen, was manufactured by the man who now covers missing children's cases. None to amuse, a judge in Wisconsin identified the plaintiff as Jonathan Lee Riches. interview that Jonathan did. He describes his actions at Newtown, and afterwards will prove how he was lying again.
I went up to Sandy Hook. I did do it. I didn't say I did it in court, though. I tried to play the denial role, but, I was actually at Landon's window in his house and get chased off.
He had planned to go to Newton. He's with his creepy ass dolls again, and then he burns a picture of Sandy Hook School. At the end of Hill's audio clip, there's a part that I cut off, and it's Bullhorn Betty claiming that Jonathan was brilliant for doing this. It's actually kind of smart if you think about it. She says he's proving that the media doesn't do a good job of fact-checking their sources. I'm curious how often Betty or Jonathan or
Look
any
at
of these
this.
tragedy parasites fact-check their sources. But what Jonathan did 10 years ago
Why
and
is he burning pictures of Sandy Hook?
he is still doing today is akin to what Alex Jones did to the victims at Sandy Hook. You are making a mockery of this tragedy. This is not an individual who is a self-proclaimed advocate for anyone. This is truly
just
just
saying.
horrible. And it contains an 8 to 12 month county sentence. He pointed out that Rich's behavior also prompted a federal the same thing.
I miss Deese's videos like this with their little characters.
There's been no answers to that.
But when you realize that was over a decade ago, and you realize that was like 12 years ago.
So, okay, yeah, this was over a decade ago. I get that. I would like to point out to Betty and Jonathan that they have harassed people whose criminal records are well over a decade ago as well. Lots of people. But it's okay for Jonathan? Let's go ahead and see what he's done since then, though. Has he changed his behavior? Jonathan spends 3 years in prison for that parole violation. I can't find much on him during his time in there until the very end. On March 18th, 2016, Riches knowingly and willfully made, used, and filed a false and fraudulent writing and document falsely and fraudulently posed as Jared Lee Loeffner. In the phony lawsuit, Riches sought $25 million in punitive damages from Giffords for emotional and psychological distress. While posing as Loeffner, Richard said Loeffner was illegally incarcerated based on false statements by Giffords. He also
So he writes false statements for people just and pretends to be someone just like Nick the Hat. I'm telling you, this is a good video. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post this in the chat if everyone wants to watch it after this. If you don't know who Deets on the Streets is, you'll love her. I guarantee it. Money back guarantee. You didn't give me any money, so I can't give you any back. But yeah, no, she's a really good creator, and she used to do these type of videos where it was pre-recorded, and I miss her pre-records. I forgot about them, like she was good at she's good at misinformation, like getting rid of misinformation, clearing it up, and in a good way, in a nice way. In my opinion, I think she does. I think everybody does things a little differently, though, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, we got him what's he doing with the freaking Hillary? He's not a Muslim. Oh yeah, I think he tried to identify as. I don't know what this is. Your waitress Nicole called me a R word because of my Trump pin and gave me horrible service. Oh my gosh, do you remember these people that was doing that? Like they would blame it on, one woman was like, somebody wouldn't service me, give me service because I was wearing Make America Great hat, and that's why, because of my Trump hat. No, it probably wasn't because of your Trump hat. It was probably because you came at him wrong or something. Yeah, plant a water bottle. Yep, I got a Petito. Yeah, Olivia, Chronicles of Olivia was in with that too. Yeah, all these people that got their numbers, they did something dirty to get there. I'm telling you. It's really sad, but you can grow without doing that. It might just take a little longer, and that's fine. That's why I do other streams. I try to, do one, I'll do maybe we'll do Sebastian twice in a row, but then we usually will move on to something else on the third day. I can't normally do a third day. It's just too exhausting. It's, who's she watching over there on Jay's? Is Queen live? That bitch. I was going to ask her if she's going to go live today, and then I didn't when I was in the Steven's chat. Every day with Jay. Oh yeah, yeah. I told you I wasn't going to play it. And when you weren't in here, Nash Native, when everyone put in a 2, I said 1 for if you watched it. I said, and it's cool if you did. 2 if you didn't, and everybody put in a 2, and I was like, guys, I don't know if I could do it because I'd watched it on my own, and I was like, I was thinking, Nash Native said, please don't do this to us again. Oh, I wonder who it was. Maybe I'll go over there and get on panel. I'm just kidding. I don't know how long they've been. 2 hours ago. Okay. Yeah, go over to Queens and say, Tanya sent us. Put little titanium arms in the chat. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But you could go there. Yeah, you can go there and say, we're coming over from Tanya's because, we're cool. But no, I do like Queen. If you guys want to go over there, I'll drop her link. She's the one that we were playing last night, not when I was rolling laughing. Oh my God, that was so funny. I should play those videos again just for a laugh. But I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go conjugate over to Queens 2. I usually would do that. Like I'll type in something because I'm turning off my lights and I want to listen to stuff while I'm doing that. So, thank you guys for spending 3 hours with me again. It's a long time. And, I genuinely do appreciate it. It's so nice to come into a live and have intelligent conversations and, ones that, you're going to remember. We're not in here fighting, getting all crazy. I don't know. It's memorable. Every live is just, I always take away something I've learned. I've always feel like I learn a little something. So, you got gifted a membership there too? See, Cat's Live, I don't have my memberships on because I don't want people to know where I'm at. No, actually, that's not what it is. I just want to show explain this. I like to show the creator that I support them by buying a membership because I don't know, it just shows that like you're really serious about that creator. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm only on one chat right now. I need to go back on the Deets, but she hasn't been live. But I'm only a member of Granny's. And that's just because I like her attitude. I like the way she does things. It's different. It's fresh. I've been a member there for 7 months. Someone's name's Team Dum Dum because I'm over there. Kenna already left us. She's already over there, guys. She left us. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I do appreciate you so much. I will see you guys all tomorrow on the live. And have a good Sunday. And if you don't mind, just, say a little prayer for all the victims tonight. And hopefully everybody that's been shot is okay. Is okay. And they get to go home with their families. If you guys don't mind taking a second, hit that like button. It will put the video out into the algorithm for me. So, we could be, get up much higher on the list. I don't know. Our lives have been kind of like smaller groups. And it's just kind of weird because I'm talking about the same stuff that everybody else is talking about. And I'm not saying hold on every 5 seconds or give me a second or I don't know. I'm not grasping it. So if you're still on the live, let me know in the comment section what we could do on this channel that would make it like way better for true crime. Anything that you could think of, whether that's focusing on missing persons only, which I think that we should do more than that, but or a different time slot, whatever you guys want to do. I just want to make it an enjoyable experience for everybody that comes in. So I'm always up to some constructive criticism. But thank you guys all for being here. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the memberships that you guys gifted. Thanks for becoming members. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It might be during the day. Like I said, we may do like 2 lives, but if not, I will be on tomorrow sometime. So make sure your bell's turned on and I will see you guys all then. Have a wonderful evening. Like I said, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.